All right. Everything should be going.
Are we going?
Welcome.
Yes, we are going. What'd you say, Max?
All right, welcome everybody back to the McDonCast. As always, I am your host Tucker, and also Sam and Patrick are here.
Tucker's doing the intro today.
The other hosts. Patrick, how's it going, pal?
Very tired.
Patrick, why is this episode a special episode?
My last in-studio episode before...
At least until, like, December.
No,
For a while.
forever, guys. Forever. I'm
Forever.
done
We're
after this. I
banishing
quit.
you from-
I quit
Keep this
McDon
one
Media.
out.
No!
Yep, I'm leaving McDon Media. It's official.
You have to make a side YouTube video where on the thumbnail.
Well, I have to
it's
make
like-
you
On this thumbnail, we'll do the cryy faces.
Every one of our 7 listeners will be so sad.
They're going to be devastated.
So, Patrick is moving to a different state. So,
One that's really close.
Yeah.
Patrick's
but
gonna
not
make a
quite
video.
close enough that we could record every week.
yes.
Patrick's gonna make a video on his
He
phone
cannot
about
drive.
Why I left the McDonCast.
So, the podcast is going to look a little bit different.
But don't worry, you'll still get my insightful gaming commentary.
Patrick is still
Always.
a big gamer.
Gamer, once a gamer, always a gamer. This is now our catchphrase.
That's our new catchphrase. See, look, Patrick. He's an endless supply of catchphrases and creative ideas.
Right? Which is why I add so many things to the docket each week.
Yes, always.
He does have access to it.
Patrick, have you ever added anything to the docket?
Maybe like the first one.
Yeah, I think maybe the first, because even with WWDC, I added everything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you did such a good job that I didn't even need to add anything.
Right. All right. What do
I've
we
got,
got?
but anyway.
I've got a mind docket.
So, before we get into all of our epic news for this week/months, podcast, even though it's already produced, recorded, edited, and posted on a totally inconsistent basis, there's going to be a pretty big break, probably for the rest of August until
Why?
September. So we can work out how the podcast is going to look.
Oh,
We
we'll
might be
figure that
making a
out.
new studio also.
We're pretty busy around here. We're trying to put up a new studio. There's a lot of stuff going on. So you probably won't see us here in this fashion again until probably around the time when Shang-Chi comes out.
Oh, good.
And
Shang-Chi.
we'll try to record some over Zoom, maybe.
Yeah, we don't know how
We
it's
just
gonna
gotta
look
figure
yet.
it out.
But so this is the funeral for the current podcast. So
The next one will be higher quality,
yes,
probably.
and it'll also be past our 1-year anniversary of doing the podcast.
Well, it'll be season 2, guys.
Season 2.
Season 2.
We can
Year
actually
2.
call it that, and it will be a significant change.
we should change the color of the text on
already
one of
did
the
that.
logos.
Oh, we do need you to make a new intro, Patrick.
Maybe that can be
That'll be the big thing.
the big new thing.
Okay.
Why can't we
And
just
we'll
hire
finally
someone-
take Wyatt off the credits.
I'm gonna hire someone on
No, we
Fiverr to
always
do
have to
it
leave
with my
Wyatt
last
on
paycheck.
We'll finally take Wyatt off the credits, a person who hasn't been on
Who's
the
only
show
been on
since
2
episode
episodes.
2.
Does Max go on the credits? Does he count?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
does,
on
but we should take him
He's
out.
there just enough to warrant him being in the credits.
I'm here like.
Yeah, we can put him in really small text.
We need to make 2 versions of the intro, one that's us and then one that's featuring Morgan, because he's our most
Yeah,
frequent
because he's
guest.
sometimes here.
He's been on more episodes than Wyatt has, and Wyatt's in the credits.
Yeah, that's true.
How did Wyatt end up in the credits? Was he in the first episode?
Mm-hmm.
He was
Yeah.
in the first 3.
Originally, he was just going to be part of the show, but then
What?
he
Then he
decided
got
didn't want
embarrassed.
Uh-huh. Then school started, and he was like, oh, no, I'm embarrassed by this.
Yep.
What's wrong? This thing is not even that bad.
The thing
me
is,
and Tucker have no friends, so honestly.
so few
You just
people...
throwing Tucker under like that?
So few
Yeah.
people watch this. No one would ever know that you were involved.
But hey, shout out to our one fan that we ran into at Whataburger.
Shout out to Whataburger guy.
We don't remember your name, but you're
Sorry.
the only person that's ever recognized us, and that's cool. So shout
Dude,
out
I
to
get
you.
recognized at REI for this one video I made about backpacking, all the time. I've gotten recognized 6 times.
That's pretty weird
When did you make a backpacking
for
video?
Philmont.
I'm a backpacking YouTuber, just let you know. I got
Is it
9.
on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I got 9,000 views.
It's weird that they're all in Plano.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of weird.
That's more views than.
Well,
our,
only
entire
6 of
channel.
them.
But anyway,
REI shoppers and people going to Philmont have a big crossover.
I guess. So let's finally get into our last bit of gaming news.
Oh wait, no, I need to
For the season.
I need to talk about my exodus from REI. Guys, it was so terrible.
We gotta do.
Do you want to do this
we
on the
gotta
pod-
do
you wanna do
story
this on the
time.
podcast?
Look, it
with
was
Patrick,
it was so
REI.
sad.
So set up. Patrick works at REI.
So Terry
used to.
Terry from REI, who's our
Don't
one
lose
of
your names, Patrick.
but it's Terry. Okay, but Terry, oh my god, it was so sad because
You told him who his name is and where he works.
so Terry at REI is a very cool guy, and I'm sad to be leaving that place because my coworkers were very chill, and it was fun making fun of people buying expensive things.
Now you can. Well, now you probably shouldn't have said that you were doing that.
People shop at REI; it's a good place.
Patrick will make
No,
fun of you for
the
doing
people
it.
there are good and knowledgeable. So, guys, I love REI.
And he's not even getting paid for this anymore.
I just like it there. So
All right.
go shop at REI.
I think that's it for Patrick's REI bye-bye story time.
Patrick should make a whole YouTube video series.
This one guy
about his love for
returned
REI.
3 pairs of used shoes
Patrick,
today
you got to make a video called "Why I Left REI."
because of college.
Yeah, no. That's the real reason. You should still make the video just for clickbait.
Why I left REI.
Post it on
And then it's
John
2
YouTube.
seconds long. It's just because I had to go to college.
But I
That's
love it there. It's great.
It's nice. I had to go to college though. Bye-bye.
Best job ever. All the managers are super nice, and everyone who works there is great. You should shop at REI.
If you have the money. All right.
It's
But
really
Sam,
easy to spend like $200 or
we get into
$300
gaming?
there.
What is our first piece of news for the
Wait.
week?
We got our
Come on.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
we got our first actual trailer for Stray, that cat game that we saw that 2-second teaser for
Ryan's film.
at the initial PS5
Patrick Ryan's
announcement event. Tucker, are you listening?
Yeah.
We're listening.
All right. What did I just say?
Stray.
Something about the docket.
So we got a trailer for Stray. We haven't seen anything about it since like the PS5 launch. It looks like sort of like Sly Cooper,
That is
but if instead of Sly Cooper being an anthropomorphic raccoon,
It was
he's
a
just a
normal
regular cat with a backpack.
What are we
pretty dope.
even talking about?
The
You
video
would know
games.
what I was talking about if you were listening.
If you weren't looking up your own YouTube video,
You were
Patrick.
looking it up.
Okay, Patrick, have you ever sat down in front of your Xbox and meant, man, I wish I was a cat with a backpack?
Not,
Say yes.
yes, of course,
Well,
all the
this is the
time.
game for you. It's called Stray. You're a cat with a backpack. That's the gameplay. You're just a regular cat walking around a city, and you got a backpack, and it's got spy gadgets in it, I think.
So you're a
Maybe.
spy cat.
I don't
You
know.
could call it a cat.
So it's like Cars 2 if the cars were cats.
It's like cats versus dogs, but without the dogs, and also better effects.
I know how much you love cats versus
More
dogs.
people.
Thank you, Max. All right.
Please do that closer to the microphone.
What? I'm nowhere
We're
near
kidding.
the microphone.
Next up, we
I'm
got
glad
some
you got a
announcements.
haircut because you needed it.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is introducing a new mode called Double Agent that is just Among Us, pretty much. Tucker, talk about that.
So everyone knows Among Us is the hottest game on the market. Everyone's playing it, tweeting about it, Twitch streaming it. Bernie Sanders is in the corner. Everyone's loving it.
Tucker, go grab that. Max,
Prop.
grab it.
Is that a political endorsement?
No.
We have that on the set.
It's just something funny we saw at Barnes & Noble's, and we were like, this needs to
I
be
wonder,
in the
wait,
set.
is
Can
it
you put some mittens on him?
Oh, we need mittens.
does his campaign make those? Is that where
I
that
have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
If you're one of our
Bernie?
one audio listeners,
Guy from Whataburger, if you know who makes these, drop us a comment.
drop us a comment.
I don't know who makes that.
I don't know where it
We
came
just thought
from.
it looked ridiculous, and we had to buy it.
All right. Anyway,
Oh, and I was thinking of making a TikTok account where I just puppet around the Bernie Sanders and give fake political opinions in my Bernie Sanders voice. That's a workshop idea. We'll talk about that later.
McDon Media is going to expand.
We're
even
gonna
more.
go huge, guys.
We're
You have no idea.
TikTok accounts.
Guys, we need to make 5 more channels.
Yes, always.
See,
More
Patrick jokes about
channel
that
every day.
now, but that was his mindset like 4 months ago.
I still think we should make a tech channel.
Alright,
But that's
we're
not important.
completely
Because it'd be so easy.
Patrick wanted like 6 total channels.
Well, you gotta have one for
You
gaming,
might want to back
one
up
for
the
the
microphone. A
Oh,
little bit.
it needs to be like
one
that.
for gaming, one for the podcast, one for,
One for
music
each podcast
things,
segment.
one for we need a gaming time channel, we need a tech time channel, we need all.
That was the original plan, but we didn't cut the videos. Anyways. All
Anyway,
right.
Call of Duty is getting in Among Us mode because it took too long to make and now it's outdated and no one's playing Among Us anymore, so no one cares.
There we go. Nintendo is having an indie showcase. Today is the 10th. This will be tomorrow, the 11th. So we probably
Which is
picked a
when this
bad
goes
day to
up.
record. But Yeah, so that's going to be a thing. I imagine we'll see more Oxenfree
Thank you.
stuff. We'll probably see. No, it's the 10th. We'll probably
Whatever they're working on, whatever those
It
indie
says
boys.
The 10th right here on my computer, Max. Oh, look at that! It's the 10th. All right.
Boozle.
Why does he ever think he's right? I don't get it.
Who?
Max.
Oh, Max.
Tucker, don't
Max-
talk into his mic. It makes it echo.
Max, one day you'll be right.
Will I?
Anyways.
Anyways,
That's the
Yeah,
question.
so
Remember,
My life meaning is
remember when it was called Nindies?
that was cool.
I liked that better.
When is Shovel Knight 2 coming out?
Never.
Give me Shovel Knight 2.
Then that's not happening.
It's been 7 years now. I want Shovel Knight 2.
Sam, what about Hollow Knight 2?
I don't care about how. That's already coming out. That's already been
But
announced.
it keeps getting delayed.
I don't care. I want Shovel Knight 2. Anyways,
You're never getting Shovel Knight 2.
I know.
All right. Now we get
Weekly
to Fortnite news.
We got
Yay!
so much weekly Fortnite news, you guys. Ariana Grande was there. You wouldn't believe it.
If you thought Among Us was irrelevant, well, I have a game for you.
Yeah, Ariana Grande had a concert. It was very sparkly. It was
For
very,
Fortnite?
Yes, it was very. There was a lot of pink fuzz involved.
Is she in Fortnite?
She had a hammer.
Stairs.
Yes, she is now. You can buy an Ariana Grande skin in the item shop. No, it's on there today. They took it out and put it back. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in,
you
go
think-
ahead and buy that.
Do you think if we showed a clip of that Fortnite Ariana Grande concert,
Yes.
to
Well, it's
Shigeru
copyrighted music.
Miyamoto,
Oh, Shigeru Miyamoto.
and in the 80s, and you think he'd just be really confused?
He probably think it was awesome.
He'd just be like, "Who? Why?"
He'd be like, "Wow, gaming's gonna go so far."
Virtual concerts.
We've evolved. Next
We've
level.
evolved to essentially just watching a movie in a game.
Is this our final form?
What
Yeah,
game
why-
can't top this?
Okay, what's up with games and having cinematics in the game, but not? Why don't they just make the game look like the cinematics?
Wow, I had a whole video about that. You should go check out our other channel.
No, but you said make those
Thank you,
live
Patrick.
action. You said make the. What if we
Yeah,
just?
that makes way more sense.
Why can't we just make the whole game look as good as the cinematics?
Oh, because then your PC would catch on fire.
we'll make better PC.
That's not physically possible at the price.
We'll
of
get
that.
there. We'll get there.
One day. Anyways, yeah.
Superman's in the
Superman
game.
is finally in the game. He was been freaking teased for 4 months now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why was he left out originally?
No, he was always supposed to be in. He's had a tab in the battle pass for the last 4 months.
You're just gonna get him.
It just he hasn't been unlocked until today
Why?
because they're doing an event for it. Even
It
though they
was-
didn't even do anything.
Fortnite with their events. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Every time I'm playing with you,
Sam,
you're
what
like,
are
I
you
gotta
talking
do
about?
the event. Gotta do the event.
All they did was add.
They put out a tweet. They were like, "Superman's a game
There
now."
was a tweet. There was a reference to Superman 64 as part of the event, and
which is always good.
that is it. That is all they did. That is the whole event.
Are you excited?
Excited is a relative term.
I'm surprised that DC let them put Superman in the game.
Yeah. Okay.
A game where you run around with guns.
Like the Joker, perfect sense to me. I understand.
Is he in the game?
Yeah. Harley Quinn again.
Sure.
That she shoots people up all the time. That makes sense.
Bloodsport?
Bloodsport. His name's Bloodsport. Makes perfect sense. Batman. Okay.
Swore an oath never to use guns in
Little
his life.
weird. Doesn't really make sense, but they made a alternate universe version of him that's lost his
Sure.
memory. So sure, maybe
Yeah,
that
so
version.
So are they
uses
doing the
guns.
same thing with
Whatever.
Superman?
But no, Superman's just Superman. He's just there and he's just shooting people up. Superman's got an AK and he ain't afraid to use it.
Well, good for Fortnite.
That was Zack Snyder's Man of Steel 2.
Yeah, it's the same problem I had.
Superman's got an AK and he's
It's
not
the same
afraid
problem
to
I had
use
with the Marvel season, where it's all these characters, like Thor. Why on earth would Thor ever need a gun? He'd shoot
Groot.
freaking
it.
storms.
At least
Groot.
in those
Why would Groot use a gun ever?
at least they implemented their powers in some form for that season.
Yeah.
This one, he doesn't even have any of them.
Does he fly?
No,
Nope.
he doesn't even have a glider that's him flying. He just has to use someone else's glider.
No, I think he. I think his thing is he just falls really slow. It looks
No.
like he's descending.
He doesn't even do that. When
So it's a guy in a
when
Superman
he's diving,
suit.
when he's diving, he does the fist thing, but that's it. If you deploy his glider, he just has you have to
And-
use someone else's glider.
And
He doesn't have-
Sam, did they add a black suit Superman to the
they
game
added
as well?
a black suit Superman that looks like the one from the Snyder Cut, but you have to do 84
So,
epic level quests before you can use him.
if you
So
don't have any friends and also don't have a life, go ahead. It's a great opportunity.
it's the skin for you.
I'm glad.
This is why we're epic.
We should. Do we need to give Max a mic?
No,
We don't have a mic to give
Max
him.
doesn't deserve a mic.
Hey, when I'm gone, you'll be able to like sit in your room on Zoom with a headset. So we'll be
Yeah,
able
the
to,
mic on your headphones is actually like really good.
we'll be able to
no.
hear what you say.
Max
Yours is really bad, but
What?
his is like incredible.
Max
His-
is muted again.
Why is yours so bad?
My headphone mic?
Yeah.
Or my computer mic?
You should just use AirPods. You got
I gave
AirPods?
Tucker my other headphones, but he just
Give Tucker some AirPods. Let's
I
start a
can't use
GoFundMe for
headphones on
Tucker's
my
AirPods.
computer.
Donate to us money to AirPods Tucker.
Or you could buy an
Our
iPad.
Patreon link is below.
Dude, you could buy an iPad Pro and get them for free.
we would lose money on.
Anyway,
we'll figure it out. It's fine.
Take-Two Interactive reveals that they have 3 unannounced remakes / remasters in the works.
Why don't they make new games?
What game do they make?
They own Rockstar.
Oh, why would they remake a GTA game? That sounds very. Oh no.
It's Red Dead.
No, GTA 5 is going to be a remake.
I mean GTA 6?
Yeah, GTA 6 is going to be a remake.
No, it's not.
No, because
Guys, instead
they're
of
gonna-
GTA 6,
out of
we're
all the
making-
companies that misunderstand their fan base the most, they're definitely up there.
So you know how everyone loves Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? That's like everyone's favorite one.
Mhm.
So what they're gonna do is they're gonna remake Grand Theft Auto 4. They're not gonna do the one everyone wants because they hate because companies famously hate everyone who buys their products. So they're gonna remake a Grand Theft Auto. I think they're probably gonna.
I could see them remaking LA Noire. That could actually use a remake.
That I think could use that.
Or just make a freaking another one. How long has it been? When did
games-
LA Noire come out? Like
well, that
2011?
was LA Noire was also famously like delayed forever too. So
Patrick's like, what's LA Noire?
what?
So, is it the same like open world type? Just go do whatever
it's GTA,
you want.
but it's in like 1930s mob.
And you're like a Dick Tracy type detective.
So when are they? They should come. What do you think the next one's gonna be?
Next, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, like where is it gonna be located?
It'll be a battle royale game.
It's
coming out
rumored to be set
2026.
in the 80s, I think.
But is it still like you drive around and then the police chase you?
It's still Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
Patrick.
You
steal
slap
stuff?
strippers, you
It
run
doesn't
from the
randomly
police.
become Minecraft in the 6th century.
Guys, we're making Grand Theft Auto Minecraft. It's gonna be great.
Grand Theft Craft.
Steal some pigs.
It already exists, but it's awful and garbage and.
It's called Roblox.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's just
But anyway,
Roblox.
No.
I could also see Red Dead. Actually, you know what I could see happening? You know how there's Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption, and Red Dead Redemption 2?
Uh-huh.
I could see a remaster of Red Dead Revolver coming.
No.
Why?
No.
No, I could see them doing because it was like a 360 game, so it wouldn't be that hard to remaster. And I think it'd be something to kind of fill the gap for people while they make GTA 6.
Maybe. They just need to put more stuff on Switch. They need to do.
All right. EA, everyone's favorite company in the world, according to EA, has said that they have.
And EA is a very reliable source.
EA says that they will continue to invest in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order franchise.
Wow, the only Star Wars game they made anyone likes, they're going to invest more into it?
Which I'm pretty
Awesome.
sure is just them going, Disney did not kick us off the franchise. We're still making this game.
Mm-hmm.
We're still gonna milk this for money.
We're not fired completely, unlike everyone else Kathleen Kennedy has ever worked with.
We're just gonna put in a few more
Including Georgia.
microtransactions.
I don't know how
and
they're
it
gonna
will be
make another
great.
one. There's
No,
just
actually,
not
Fallen
enough
Order-
source material.
Did Fallen Order have any microtransactions at all?
No,
I think
it
it
was
did.
a single player game.
Yeah. Because I played
If
it.
there was any online component, there would
The
have been.
only
Battle Royale.
like thing they had that was DLC was there was like a master version of the game that came with like an extra cosmetics thing and a skin for Fortnite. I think that was it.
When the game came out, there was like the premium edition.
But that stuff was later put in the
Yeah.
regular edition anyways, so
Yeah, the premium content.
if you bought that.
Yeah, the premium content was an orange lightsaber color
and an Inquisitor skin.
and
Dude,
like
orange-
some behind the
orange
scenes
lightsabers
photos.
don't exist.
Yeah, they
yeah,
do.
Cal Kestis' lightsaber is orange.
All of the lightsaber colors. in
Actually,
Fallen
that's
Order
never
are
been
canon.
confirmed yet.
What?
We don't know what his lightsaber is in canon color.
It's probably in a comic somewhere.
No, he's literally never appeared in anything else.
They will. It's simple. Well, maybe they won't. I don't know.
Anyway,
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
hopefully it's orange.
But they pretty much canonized all the various colors in High Republic because everyone in that
Yeah,
series has a million different lightsaber colors.
and they all look like super ornate.
And I guess in the prequels, all the kyber crystals just started becoming exclusively blue.
Yep,
and
for some
sometimes
reason.
green.
Because I guess when they were making you remember when they made the original?
Oh no,
like,
their excuse will be the Jedi were more in tune with the Force then, so they had more lightsaber colors.
Not because they were originally just going to be blue, but then Luke's second one was green
Because it
looked better on the desert background.
Yeah.
And Mace Windu's was purple
Because he complained a lot.
because Samuel L. Jackson likes the color purple.
All right, what do we got next? Business time.
Business.
Good one, Max.
I was trying to do the Gus
Ripping
Edwards,
off
but-
Gus and Eddie.
Watch them. Their podcast is better. Nintendo Switch.
In many ways.
It is not better.
Nintendo
so
Switch
much
passes PS3 and Xbox 360 in lifetime sales. That's really not that surprising to me.
Yeah, no,
the
not
PS3
really.
sold
I thought they
terribly.
already did
No, the PS3 sold. They both sold around.
They sold
80
better
million.
after they cut the price in half, but it sold awfully at launch.
But
Jeez,
what the
you
really
guys
thing that
really
matters here is Nintendo Switch lifetime sales are almost at 100 million. Almost there.
Mhm.
It's like I think it's somewhere around 90 at this point. So
I think it was like 98 million or something like
let
that.
me check. Hardware sales. Yeah, 89.04 million units. So, that's like almost 10 times better than the Wii U, which
Good.
sold 13 million lifetime units. That's better than the 3DS. They're about 12 million away from the Wii, which is Nintendo's highest selling home console.
Guys, I love the Wii. You guys, we should make the Wii again.
They
Like
did that. It's
like
called
the
the Wii
Wii
U.
U?
It was
I'm
really
pretty sure
bad.
you did this exact bit on the last episode of
So
the
what
show.
if we just re-release the original Wii?
They did. It was
Okay.
called
Several times.
It was called the Wii Mini.
No,
it didn't
shut
have
up.
Wi-Fi.
That's not what I want. I want the Wii. I want the Wii.
It's to get.
You mean you want to just buy a Wii right now?
Yeah, but like a new one.
I have a
You
Wii
can
U. I
do
can
that.
sell
They
it
have
to
them
you.
on Amazon.
Really?
Yep, you could just go Wii. Here's the life hack. You go click the search bar, type WII, click enter. You can buy brand new Wii right there.
Guys, that's a good deal. You should do that.
This video is sponsored by eBay.
You know what we should do?
And
You know
Aria.
what they should do is make a
Oh
Wii.
yeah.
They should make a Wii, but it's like a tablet, and it's portable, so you can take it anywhere. And it's got a ton more games, and they're all way better.
And motion controls.
And there's
Still,
motion controls.
better
and
motion
the
controls.
controllers are really cool.
You guys didn't like the Wii remote?
Did anyone like the Wii remote?
I did.
The
I
important.
loved like trying to finagle around to get the button.
I love
That's
when
Patrick's pool quote for the.
I loved winning all the Wii Sports
When
games by
they-
going like this.
When they re-released the Wii and they put pull quotes on the box for how good it is, it'll be I love to waggle around the remote all day. Patrick cries.
I loved when it took
You know,
me 20 minutes. to
Let me
open
tell you,
Netflix.
my favorite Wii game was Wii Sports Resort, and
That was a good game.
I liked the dogfight plane game. That was
That is a good game.
That was the best one.
The sword fighting was
Oh, yeah.
horribly motion controlled.
Wait, you didn't
Very
like
fun.
You didn't like the sword fighting?
No,
on
it was
that-
fun.
on
It was good.
last-
That was the best one.
That tall
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. You're on like the
You,
bridge,
get knocked off.
and you're just like.
No, that was great.
I think that they should have made it so that the sword, like the saber peripheral you could get for it, should have just come with the game. So that if you were doing it with your friends, there was actual clash with the swords. Instead of
no,
just
that's
going like this.
that's the best way.
Sam, that's how you win every Wii game.
No,
You just
except
do
what
that.
about bowling?
And here we have the world
Then you
champion.
do that.
No, you don't. You gotta be very precise.
You go.
And baseball, if you swing, you gotta swing at the right time. Baseball was a good one. They had.
Baseball
Okay.
is stupid.
Wii bowling. Was
Why
10
does
out
the
of 10.
Switch not have a sport like a Wii Sports
Because
game?
we're just here talking about
Well,
how
I
fun
think
it was.
Why not?
You want to know why?
Why?
Because if they just make, because they could make one Nintendo Sports game
It's called
that has
Nintendo
5
Sport.
sports in it, right?
Uh huh.
And that sells 10 million units. Or they could make a Mario Tennis, a Mario Golf, a Mario Baseball, a Mario Soccer, and a Mario Boxing. Not
It's
if
not
they're ever
the
going to make
same.
that. And
It's
they
not
all
the
sell
same.
5 million units. That's 25 million
That
units
is
total.
not the same.
Remember,
It's
remember-
not. But I don't think Nintendo's going to invest
Okay,
that much
what's-
money
what's
in
one
two
of the-
different
Wii Sports was the
sports-based
perfect
franchises.
sports game because the games got boring very, very quickly. But you could switch to like 8 different sports. So as soon as you got bored, you just switched
Also,
to
I
another
think
one.
they ran out of sports.
Just do the
Just
same
port
ones
it.
again.
Just literally just port it. Put it in HD and put it on the
Sam,
Switch.
it's okay.
Call it Wii Sports HD. Who cares? It's not even on
They
the Wii.
already did that
Call
on
it
the
Wii,
Wii U.
Call it Wii Sports on the
Oh,
Switch.
Wii Sports Club.
Wii Sports Switch
That doesn't
Edition.
count.
Remember?
Remember
No.
1-2 switch?
No, remember the Wii U reveal
One-
trailer?
1-2
And you could
switch
hit
is
the
not
golf
the
ball
same.
off the
1-2 switch
gamepad.
is absolute hot dumpster fire garbage. It's the worst.
1-2 switch is fine. It just needs.
If you play it more than once, you've done everything you can possibly do, and there's no point in ever turning it back on.
The
It
whole
just-
the whole
it
point
just
of the
needed more
game was
depth.
just a gimmick.
It was a
for-
tech
for
demo.
the
Yeah, it was just a demo.
Uh-oh, Patrick's getting a phone call.
hello.
Oh, no, it's the governor.
Hi.
Don't record this part.
I'm gonna have
What's
to.
up? Yeah, we're doing a podcast.
I'm leaving all this in.
Oh, no, of course. Because a true professional leaves his phone on
What?
during recording sessions.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm pretty sure you're holding the speaker into the microphone. and
Okay,
you're
talk to you in a bit.
Everything he's saying.
Bye.
All right. Anyway,
So back to the podcast.
back to the podcast.
Wii Sports. Let's put it on the Switch.
Okay. Anyway, back to what we were originally
What
talking
were we
about.
talking about?
So the Switch is about 10 million units away from 100 million units. I do think. You think the OLED model will put it over the little bump,
Yeah, for sure it will.
or do you think it'll just be like the holiday season in general?
How many units does the Switch Lite sell? It's probably gonna sell.
I don't
about
know. I don't think they've specified how much, because the Switch figures
look it up.
are. I don't think Nintendo's officially reported it, because
It might be. It might be.
the
somewhere.
Switch figures are combined of the Switch and Switch Lite. It's all the Switch.
We'll just check and see if it's somewhere. Because I mean, if it's not, it's not. But if we have it, it'll
Switch
be
Lite
good.
sales.
1.95 million.
It's by September. Okay, that's like a month in.
Was that enough?
I keep fill time while I look this up. Okay, so I can't find any like recent numbers.
Switch Lite.
But as of February of this year, it sold about 13 million units.
Oh, then yeah, OLED model will easily push it over.
Yeah, because I think OLED model is going to get at least like, I think this OLED model is going to get like the early adopters of the Switch to come buy this one.
Now,
The Switch Lite was to pull in people who hadn't quite made the decision
It was
yet.
just
with a
people that
cheaper
couldn't
option.
afford the.
look,
Yeah.
Or for
now,
smaller
now, if only they made everyone who got a Switch listen to this podcast, then we would have millions of
Nintendo,
listeners.
pay
Hey,
us to promote
Nintendo,
you.
you know how you don't have Netflix on your stupid console yet?
Do that.
No, instead of
morons.
having Netflix, put just the
Just the
McDonCast app.
strictly.
And all it does is shuffle play episodes.
And you can't choose which
You
one.
can't choose it.
It just gives you one.
And you can't pause or turn the volume up and down.
Or exit the app
No,
until it's finished.
No, it's max volume all the
Even
time.
if your console dies while playing it, when you recharge it, it'll keep right. It'll pause it and keep right on
That's
going.
the only way to pause the episode.
And it won't play a different one almost every time. So sometimes you'll get back to back to back, setting back to
And you have a 5-second window to exit the app when it's over, or it just plays another one. And you're stuck for another 2 hours.
Patrick's. We're gonna get Patrick right on.
Patrick will develop it. We'll have Wyatt develop it. He does computers.
Wyatt, we'll come in and we'll go, Wyatt.
It's like, does
let's
anyone,
develop this app.
it's like, does anyone know how to do this? Nope. Well, Patrick will do it. Like, I don't know how to do this either.
But
Yeah, all right, what do
I
we?
need you,
All right.
I need you to learn rocket science.
We've got 2 more gaming news items today.
McDonCast to the
Twitch
moon.
will finally start telling users why they got banned. How was this not a thing for the last 5 years? I don't know.
Who decided they wouldn't do that in the first place?
I don't know.
What
We
made them
still
wanna-
don't know why Dr. Disrespect was banned.
Who's that?
He was the biggest streamer on Twitch, or
He
one
was
of the
too
biggest streamers.
disrespectful.
That was it.
No,
He had to-
You discovered it.
A month before he was permanently banned, he had signed a $5 million marketing deal with them. And we still have no idea why he was banned.
Maybe they didn't like him.
Well, then why would they sign a $5 million marketing
Maybe
deal
they
with him?
did it and then he said something racist.
That's he didn't. The thing is like after he signed that deal, there was almost no controversy with him. He did film in a bathroom stall, but he didn't film anyone naked. He was just in the bathroom while he was filming.
Okay, well,
Some
good.
people think that that's why he got banned, but anyways.
Maybe an intern did it by accident and they just didn't bother to fix it.
Oops, I accidentally banned the biggest streamer on our platform.
Whatever.
Oopsie doopsie.
Okay.
We'll recoup that loss. Hey, Ninja. Oh, no.
Oops.
Oh no, he switched to Mixer.
I know, guys. We'll
What's
just put girls
Mixer?
in hot tubs. That'll fix it.
Well, it was more like, what are we going to do? Oh, all the girls are going into hot tubs. Should we stop them?
No.
No.
It brings in too
No,
much revenue.
actually, just let him keep doing it. It's fine.
We won't. If we don't say anything about it, no one will notice.
No one will notice. All right, Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
wait,
no, we got one
talked
more
about
not gaming related story in the gaming section. Star
It's in
Wars.
the business section.
Galactic Star Cruiser, the Star Wars hotel. They've released some information about it.
Goody.
It's going to be a 2-night long experience.
Oh my gosh.
It costs about $8,000 a person a night.
God.
that. A night?
A night. That's not even including food and all the other activities
Wait,
there.
did they build a Star Cruiser though?
Mhm.
I mean, it's a big warehouse.
I want to see a picture. But in the inside, does it look like a Star Cruiser?
From the inside, it looks like a spaceship.
Yeah, it does. It does look
From
neat,
the outside, does it
but
look
you
like
have
one?
to take out a
don't know.
home loan to go there.
So for 2 people.
Yeah, they have a fully stocked adult bar. They have like it's literally
Yeah.
it is
Is it like
literally
a
like
cantina theme?
Here, I'll
Yeah.
read you some of the website stuff. So we got a 2-night immersive adventure. Voyages begin spring 2022.
See it, feel it, live it.
They're calling it a revolutionary new 2-night experience.
basically, you know, Canto Bite. They made it real.
It's the most immersive Star Wars experience ever done.
Well, I want to see that picture.
So if you brought your 2 kids and your wife and you,
Wow.
that would be about $64,000.
So the general idea
Plus
is
food.
it's a very expensive, weird-looking hotel, and occasionally a guy in a stormtrooper outfit will come up to your kid and go, "Hey,
I'm a stormtrooper.
I'm a stormtrooper."
Hey.
You're being arrested for pooing in the street, and then he shoots your kid in the
What are
face.
you doing in a Star
It's
Cruiser?
part live immersive theater, part themed environment, part culinary extravaganza.
Those Disney actors.
Which means
Right.
they-
You can
they
wield
make
a-
you pay
You
ton
can
of money
wield
for
a
food.
lightsaber. You can
Honestly, I mean, it sounds pretty awesome. It's just no one's going to go there because it's way too expensive.
No,
Sam,
people are going
no,
to go.
The
You know what
Disney,
people pay to Disney?
Oh my god, so much.
You could
That's
go,
true.
Okay.
So
you
this
could
is
go to
okay. So this is
Japan.
what it's gonna look like from the outside. It doesn't actually look like a spaceship. It just kind of looks like a
This
dumb
is something
building.
that only Mr. Skeens would do. Like, out of all the people we know,
We should stop
it's
using
so-
people's real names.
we didn't say where he was from. There's just a Mr. Skeens.
So Mr. Skeens from Boy Scouts.
Patrick, you ruined it. Now
now
that
he's
is
gotta
a problem.
bleep it out.
I mean,
Sam's
I'm
not gonna
do
bleep
that.
it out.
I'm leaving this.
Anyways,
alone.
Sam's a lazy editor.
I'm just saying, Patrick. You know how long it takes to edit these?
like
not
5
long.
minutes.
Literally, it used to take me 5 hours when I was cutting between cameras and actually editing stuff in and out.
Well, you shouldn't. Okay.
We should just hire.
You know how
it
long
would take me an
to edit a
entire
movie?
day. That's a movie.
It is
This
a
we
movie.
do every single week. That we did once in 4 years.
And it's like 30 minutes.
I used to
long.
edit
And
Brian.
you're gonna have to do it again, but longer.
Yeah, but I
next
was
year.
always there when you we were both editing them.
I was on the.
You were just on the computer. I was
Anyway,
telling you
what are we
to do.
talking about?
Anyways,
Rich people are gonna do this.
rich people have a cool thing to do. That's
Rich people and all those people who are like,
You want
their
to?
part of their personality is that they go to Disneyland a lot.
yeah. All right, now on to TV news. Wait, I want to check. How long have we been going?
About 30
Where
minutes.
does it say? Where does it say? Where does it say? Yeah, 30 minutes. This is gonna be a long episode.
It's gonna be well. It's a send off. It's a dramatic send off,
Please tell me the camera was
and
still
we have
going.
plenty of content.
Okay, good. The camera was still going.
Dude, if the camera's not going, we're screwed.
I would have been very sad.
Well, we just put
we'd
a,
have to start
well,
over.
What we do is we
No,
put
sometimes it just stops. It decides
well,
to not go
okay,
anymore.
The new rule is if the camera ever goes out, we just put a still
trash
image
the
of
episode.
Patrick's face in the camera, and you just let the audio play out.
No, we like-
Your
we like-
audio will be gone.
No, in Photoshop.
Well, we just
cut
use
out
that
Patrick's,
audio.
like bottom lip and like move it like a puppet.
Yeah,
that
takes so long.
Hand animate the mouth.
We'll have Wyatt animate it.
Yeah.
Wyatt will learn animation.
Hey
Alright.
Wyatt,
Stop.
can you learn animation?
We'll just put those-
All right, we got a first look for Stranger Things season 4 premiering in 2022. I didn't even see this.
Yeah, they put out a little video. It was like a minute long, like 45 seconds of it, where it's just like
It's been more than 4 years
Dramatic-
since that got created.
Dramatic whoosh noise cut to scene.
dramatic, like you know the world is changing kind of lines.
Oh yeah.
Dave
yeah.
and Rush.
Yeah.
I feel like
The
that.
And then
world
there's
isn't what it
and then
used
there's
to
15
be.
seconds of new images going by, like, and then the trailer.
I feel like
The whole
Stranger
new
Things
season.
got created when I was in middle school.
It did.
How long?
No.
How long ago did Stranger Things get
Stranger
created?
Things came out in the
The
summer
first
of
season came out
2016.
my freshman year.
So yeah, I was
Yeah.
in middle school.
Fresh.
So I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
so summer of 2016.
So
Like when I am now.
all these kids that were acting in it are like much
They're,
older
I
now.
think they're 1 year older than I am. So
They're 5 years
Yeah.
older now.
I think some of them are the same age as you.
yeah,
And are they still playing children?
I
Yes.
think so.
This is supposed to be set like a couple
One
months
year
after
after-
season
yeah.
3.
What if they make this entire season
So it
just
is-
about politics?
it's
and
been-
global warming?
So by the time this comes out, it'll
That
probably
wouldn't make sense.
it'll probably have been 3 years since season 3 came out, which is absurd. Remember when television shows, when they had a new season, it was the actual
It
next
just
season?
came out when it was supposed to.
And, like, I get they've had COVID delays, but they've been shooting this thing forever.
Yeah, they were shooting before COVID even happened.
They were shooting before it happened, and then they resumed filming in like August of last year, and we kept getting set pictures till like May of this year. I'm like, oh my god, how long have you been filming this?
Yeah.
Supposedly this season is 9 episodes, so
They
it's
had more
not
production
8.
issues than our movie.
Our movie went flawlessly.
We
So
filmed our entire movie in like a week.
So my guess is this is probably going to come out pretty early next year. I
Yeah.
think. So our next thing we're going to talk about here is Cobra Kai season 4. I think that's going to come out in December of this year. I think this is probably going to be
So-
That's gonna be the
That's
one or
flagship
2 months
show.
after that.
that's a Netflix original
'Cause-
now, isn't it?
Witcher.
Yeah.
Witcher all comes out in December as well, right?
Yeah, I think it does.
Netflix has a lot of things right
So
now
that's-
that are good.
So that's going to be
December's gonna be crazy. We have The Witcher, we
Spider-Man.
have Cobra Kai, we have
Spider-Man,
yeah, we got Spider-Man, we got
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, we
Hawkeye
got
finale.
Hawkeye, we got. There's one other thing.
Spider-Man.
In,
I already said that.
West Side Stories coming
That's
out.
not it. It's a Disney. It's a Disney thing. Miss Marvel. We got Miss Marvel.
Oh
Maybe,
yeah.
if it actually.
When does
Maybe.
The show about the
Oh, they did release a promotional image of her, and she probably definitely
Oh,
does
we'll
have
talk
Green
about
Lantern
that.
powers.
It's on here. I got
when
it.
does What If come out? Next year?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, the first episode's tomorrow.
Okay, so What If comes out tomorrow, guys?
How many episodes? That's 13 episodes, right?
9.
9. Oh,
We'll talk about it later.
Are they like 45
We'll get there, we'll get there.
long
We'll get there.
episodes like Falcon? and
no,
Winter
we'll talk about
Soldier?
it. Anyway.
Luis Guzman.
So Cobra Kai season 4 that also got a little sneak preview. There wasn't actual footage from the show. It was just the cast coming out in their dumb karate
Guys,
outfits doing
we
kicks.
are in movie
Guys,
show thing.
I was karate.
There was. Patrick should be in the next season of Cobra Kai. Guest
But,
appearance from Karate Steve.
Someone send him my scene
Call us
from the
up,
movie.
Netflix. We're
Oh,
available.
no. I just realized something.
What?
Karate Steve is that guy from Ninjago with the brown costume. They're the same character.
Are we gonna get sued by Lego again?
Wait, what? Can you tell me
We need to
what's
stop
up?
stealing
What's
things
his
from-
name?
The brown-
Ninja. It's
No, his name, his
Like, it's
actual
like
name.
Derek something.
Derek-
Sensei Derek, I think is what they call him.
I think his name was
Wait,
Derek.
how am I the same character?
Because he's just a guy that thinks he's good at karate, but he just doesn't know anything, and he's always getting
Is he
beat
a
up.
detective also?
No, he's just an idiot.
Is he in middle school?
Let me look it up.
No, but he owns a dojo, a really crappy dojo.
Dude, in Karate Steve 2, I need to own a dojo.
Yeah, that needs to be. Anyways,
That would be funny.
No,
Okay.
that's Karate Steve 3.
we got what is Y the Last Man
Okay,
trailer.
there was also a trailer this week for Why the Last Man, which is based off a DC comic. However, you'd think it'd be premiering on HBO Max, but it's not. It's coming to Hulu for some reason.
Sounds like they have a lot of faith in the project.
So the DC split up all their stuff.
Hulu is where things go to not be seen.
Well, because like they have this. I think it was a Black Label. No, I think it was a Vertigo thing,
Probably.
a DC Vertigo thing, and I think that's why it's here. Because like
Dareth.
Oh, Dareth. Yeah, Sensei Dareth.
That's relevant now.
Anyways,
Max
Well,
late.
I looked it up.
But anyway,
For a second.
because like this
I
is
went to the Ninjago fandom
shush.
website.
this is on Hulu. Sweet Tooth, which is another DC thing, is on
heck
Netflix.
is that?
Have you seen the Deer Boy show? Seen ads for the little deer for the show about the deer boy?
Beastars?
What? No. Sweet.
I don't-
It's about a little boy. He's got antlers.
What on earth are you talking
It's
about?
just like pretty well advertised. I don't understand how you
I have
haven't heard of this.
never seen or heard
never
of this
seen
in my life.
Okay, just Google Sweet
Are
Tooth.
you from another dimension
Oh my
where this is a
God.
show?
Sweet Tooth. It's
Was
a
this something
show.
you dreamed?
Robert Downey Jr. was a producer on it.
What is this?
What?
What are you talking about?
It's on net. It came out in June.
What?
Oh wait, I think Jarvis Johnson.
James Brolin's in it.
Who's that?
I don't know. It was filmed in New Zealand.
I don't care. I don't know what that
That
is.
doesn't add anything.
Is it
to what you're
related to
talking
Marvel
about.
at all?
It's a DC thing.
Well, why was Robert Downey Jr. a producer?
I don't know.
So clearly you know as little about it as we do.
The point is,
The only thing you knew about it was the name and that there was a little boy with
I didn't
antlers.
even watch it. The
All
point
right.
is that DC has split up all their properties for some reason, because that's on Netflix. This is on Hulu. I think they have another like zombie thing coming out on like Epics or something, like a
Sure.
cable channel.
Alright.
But anyway, Why the Last Man is a show based on a comic about so one day all of the men in the entire world just like get a disease and die in like 5 minutes, except for like one guy.
So it's like Red Pilled, but less funny.
And they have to, and it's about him and a bunch of female characters trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, so it's
and
Red
dark
Pilled, but
hijinks
less
ensue.
funny. Interesting. Okay.
I think it's supposed to come out on Hulu either early next month or late.
Why did they put it on?
Luis Guzman, famous for that being in one episode of Community
And
one
also
time.
being in things.
No, just that one episode of Community. In Wednesday Addams series as Gomez. I guess Wednesday Addams is getting a show.
Yes, we talked about this, Sam.
I'm sure we did. Oh,
This is the TV show Tim Burton is directing. It's like
so
his first TV
it's gonna
show
be
ever.
great.
at Cinemark they had a cardboard thing
For Addams Family
2,
This is unrelated.
which I did not know was even announced.
Oh no, it's coming out the same
You
day
haven't
as
seen the
Hotel
ads for it?
Transylvania 4.
No,
That's
I
not
have
going to be confusing.
Oh no.
Not
me-
at all.
If I see that,
Those
I
are
would
not
think they were
competing.
the same movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay, so
Don't do that. It's
Sony
peak in
Pictures makes Hotel Transylvania.
Of course.
Sony.
Stop.
2 weeks later, a movie called Halloween Kills comes out. It's not for kids. You want to counter program something, maybe do it to the movie about the evil killer man who stabs people in the face that kids can't go see.
That apparently takes place literally moments after the last one ended.
Yes.
Why? Anyways, Catherine Zeta-Jones, who I have not seen in anything since Zorro, is supposed to play Morticia Addams in this Wednesday Addams spin-off. Why didn't you just tab this under that?
Oh, because I put these in on separate days.
But yeah,
announced
I
them, like-
literally have not seen her in anything since
She's
the
probably done
Zorro
other
movie.
stuff.
I'm glad someone makes the docket.
She is very
Patrick's
attractive.
like, I'm glad there's
Or at least in the 80s, she was attractive. I don't know if she is still
Sam.
attractive.
How old's she now?
I don't know.
A million?
I just remember when I
She's
was
a
in
little
middle school and I saw the Zorro movie, I was like, that is an attractive woman.
And now she's
like 51.
51.
Well, good for her.
You timed that right.
Let's see.
Let's see. Why do you have to lead in this?
I
Close?
just wanted to see if Sam was right.
She's from Wales, I think.
Oh, Wales, that's a country.
She has been
sometimes.
in the TV show Prodigal Son.
I'm sure that's a
Wait,
show.
go see to where the pictures are.
That's what she looks like.
Now we're in the 80s. That
probably
looks like now.
That looks like now.
She old.
Yes,
looking.
that's what happens when time
she
happens.
was in the TV movie Cocaine Godmother.
You guys
Sounds
remember
like a
Cocaine
great
Bear?
movie.
Did that
A
ever
prequel
come
to
out?
No, it's coming out at some point. They announced the cast, I'm pretty sure.
And the director.
And the director, and the producers, and the writers. It's happening for real.
So we
Rick
have
and Morty
something
reference.
really awesome to look out for.
Anyway,
Anyways, back to
so
Jungle Cruise.
they're gonna play, of course, the two parents.
Yeah,
everyone.
obviously.
And then I think it's
Who's playing Wednesday?
It's what's her name? Jenna Ortega
Who's that?
from various things. I think she was like a Disney.
What is the
Channel-
thing she's been in that I would know?
I
Let me
don't
see a
remember.
picture.
She was in some Disney Channel sitcom. I'm pretty sure.
Well, everyone's been in a Disney
Stuck
Channel
in the
sitcom at some
Middle.
point.
You remember
Babysitter
Stuck in the
Killer
Middle?
Queen. Yes Day. Richie Rich. The Netflix.
No, who was she
reboot.
in Richie Rich?
His friend, the girl, like his friend that was a girl.
Yeah, I forgot everything that happened in Richie Rich. I don't know.
She's
looks
gonna be
kinda
in the
like Bella
Scream
Porsche.
reboot.
She does.
A little bit.
She does a voice in Jurassic World Camp.
Okay.
Cretaceous.
Anyways, that's enough information.
She's in Big City Greens.
I don't know what that is.
And
Well, I do know what that
Insidious
is, but I have not
Chapter
seen it.
2.
Okay,
Okay.
anyways, producer of Jungle Cruise, John Davis, reveals in an interview
Got a sequel.
that a sequel to the film Chronicle is in development at 20th Century Studios. This is a movie people like sometimes, but did not see ever.
So Chronicle actually did pretty well, like for no reason.
But no
at
one
all.
remembers it.
It was a found footage superhero movie.
Here is the story.
It's
as-
directed by everyone's favorite Fan Four Stick director, Josh Trank.
This is the story as I understand it. There are these sentient rocks that are from space that landed on Earth like a
Sam
couple
is
thousand
already
years
wrong.
ago. And then it makes holes into the surface that it uses to get things to come down, and then they touch the rock, and then they become sort of these like telekinetic hosts that are part of the rock hive mind. Then it goes out and it brings it more food, and it sort of feeds on whatever the psychic things
This is
bring
not
down.
what it is about.
I
at all.
remember that movie.
But some kids go into one of these holes and touch one of these rocks, but right as they touch it, it dies. So they get the psychic powers, but they don't become zombies.
The
Basically,
plot of the movie is just some
And then they
teenagers
go
with
out-
a video camera find a magic rock, and
Shush.
then one of them starts killing
and then
people.
they go
what Sam
out,
just said.
and then they go out, and then Akira happens, and then the movie's over.
So I think I haven't seen Chronicle, by the way.
It's the same as Akira with no anime though.
So
It's Akira.
Why were you saying he was completely wrong about it?
Yeah, that
if
is
you
exactly
have
what
never
happened.
seen
plot
it.
of the movie Chronicle, but that's not the point.
That is literally exactly what happened.
That's not
That is
the
what the
point.
movie's
You've never
about.
seen the movie.
There's Sam.
Yeah, but I know what it's about.
But anyway,
Well,
the
I
point
thought you'd
is,
seen it, so now I take a point
so
away
this is
from you.
essentially going to
It's
be
just Akira with a different plot.
So this is essentially going to be a standalone film. It's going to be set 10 years after the original, and it's going to focus on a group of female college students getting powers, and also focuses on, because at the end of the movie they have like a big fight in like, I think it's like Chicago or something.
Yeah.
And it's going to focus on the aftermath of that, and it's going to be about how some of the news organizations are claiming it never even happened and it was a hoax by the government, and what's fake news and what's real news.
Cool. So it's going to be a very timely political thing.
Yes.
Guys, this movie will last forever, and people
It will
be
not be
watching
dated
this
in
when
any
they're-
way.
So there's no
Very
word
old.
on whether any of the cast will come back. I think Michael B. Jordan's character, I think, is the only one who survived, like, of the main characters, the only one who
And I
survived,
know
I think.
Michael B. Jordan was in the movie.
But he probably won't come back because he'll probably want too much money.
Anyway,
But
next thing.
anyway, and there's also no word if Josh Trank was coming back, but my theory is no, because he directed Fan Four Stick and also that Al Capone movie where he poops himself.
He's a very cool guy. Not Al Capone, the director of the movie.
Just to
All
clarify.
right, Ryan Reynolds says that the untitled Deadpool sequel at Marvel Studios is on track to start shooting next year. Thanks, Ryan. Very cool. Bad Batch will return for season 2 next year, as confirmed by something I'm sure.
They just put it on.
Is it going to be the same amount of episodes?
Probably.
Did
guess.
Bad Batch finale happen?
No, it-
Part
think
one
it
of it happened
happens-
last week. Part
Yeah, I
two-
think it
Guys, don't
happens-
spoil. Don't
What's
spoil it.
today's Tuesday, right? So
Friday is when it comes out.
3 days.
Guys, I didn't see it yet, so please don't spoil
What
it.
happened in the wait? What did happen?
Don't
I forget what
don't
happens in
say what
every
happened.
Bad Batch episode right after I watch it.
I don't know if I can find this.
You
Here,
remember
I
it
might-
was
let's see.
good, but you don't remember.
No,
what
it was the last
Bad
episode was
Batch. It was
probably
real
the most
good.
important one so far.
So Sam's theory about
Oh,
Hunter
I
dying is
remember, I
probably
remember.
wrong.
Don't say-
No, I won't spoil it because this is like actually a huge, like it changes the whole narrative of the show. But
Well, don't say it, please.
I won't say it.
Because I need to watch it, and we can talk about it next week. When we
Well,
watch the
next
finale.
month maybe. I don't know.
No, we'll talk. We'll have a Zoom episode next week.
Okay, anyways. Leaked promotional images for Miss Marvel reveal that the power changes are real. So this
Yeah,
is what
the
I was talking about earlier. A lot of people were really mad about this on TikTok, which I was not expecting. Like just scrolling through TikTok, a lot of people got mad about this that I was seeing.
So
I do not care. I like these powers so much better than her.
So let me give some
original
some
powers.
background. So Miss Marvel in the comic books is an Inhuman, which are essentially just lame.
They were
mutants.
tried in the MCU, did not do well.
So I watched the Inhumans that happened.
The show that was supposed to be a movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and
I
it
thought you were
just it just devolved into like chaos
So,
and
okay.
nothing made sense.
Brief thing about the Inhumans. So the Inhumans were created in the early 2000s, I believe.
Yeah.
Or at least that's when they became more prominent. I think there were a thing before that, but no one cared.
Yeah.
But basically in the early 2000s, the CEO of Marvel, Ike Perlmutter, was mad that they had sold off all the film license to the X-Men and to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So his plan was to just downplay the X-Men like
And
a
create
lot,
this new.
and just create the Inhumans who were supposed to be like the new, hip, cool X-Men.
They are X-Men with a dumber origin story.
They're essentially the same thing, but they all suck and are boring.
Instead of being a genetic evolution of humanity, they walk into a space cloud and get magic powers.
They touch like a special substance.
You
and
walk
it-
into a space cloud, you come out with powers.
But anyway, so Miss
sometimes you die.
So this version of Miss Marvel, who's the most recent one,
She is an Inhuman.
Kamala Khan.
Yeah.
She is in a human. She has this is Mr. Fantastic.
Her
She stretches.
quirk, ability is called Embiggen. Okay, all the Inhumans literally have like quirks, My Hero Academia style, where they all have like quirky names.
Medusa has hair that is like a snake, and it also stretches out.
So
real
like
far.
a
Yeah.
Medusa.
But anyway, her quirk is called Embiggen.
Why don't they just?
She
It's a
can
terrible
Make
name
big
for
she
it.
can
Smashing
make her
hands.
hands stretch. She can change the size of her body basically.
much.
Hopefully they never call it Embiggen in the show.
Yeah, okay, if that's
No,
what we're
no.
getting to.
Okay,
She doesn't have those powers in the show at all. She
So
has
thank
in the
totally different
show,
powers.
she will base it. So in the show, she will not have powers from being an Inhuman because there's not going to be Inhumans anymore.
Yeah.
That's good. That's for the better.
So if she's going to get her powers from a bracelet that she got from like her grandparents and that she found in like their attic, and it's going to give her essentially Green Lantern powers, but it'll be like purple energy
Instead of green.
instead of
So
green.
she's a Star Sapphire with a bracelet instead of a ring.
pretty
Oh,
much.
so she's
And instead of trying to enslave men,
So,
she's fighting.
I think
Captain Marvel.
I think there's multiple reasons for this. I think one is that they are doing Mr. Fantastic really soon,
And they don't want to
and they don't want to
confuse
have,
people.
well,
should've
I don't think
just
they want
made
to
her
have
an
two
alien.
stretchy characters
Yeah.
introduced.
What, Patrick?
Should have just made her an alien or something.
That's what she was before, pretty much.
I think number two reason they're doing this is it's cheaper.
Sort of.
You put in like the lighting,
Yeah.
the magic laser effects
They
is
just
probably
make
cheaper
Captain
than
Yeah.
Marvel-
digitally putting all the skin textures on her big hand.
Yeah.
But
Imagine if,
Captain Marvel powers purple.
like, okay, Ant-Man, when he gets big, it works because he's wearing a very simple suit.
yeah,
When you make a human giant,
Yeah.
it is very, very obvious when it is fake.
yeah.
I don't know.
And
did you-
obviously, TV show budget compared to
Yeah.
Civil
I mean,
War
in the
budget.
first Ant-Man, or I guess in Civil War, I mean, Ant-Man didn't look like the best. It looked
And he was
fine.
also
But
wearing a
he also had a
static helmet.
full body suit and a helmet on.
And the
Yeah.
helmet's static. You don't see
Imagine
his
if
face
they
move.
just made it like Paul Rudd, like gigantic.
Yeah,
That
like
would
that.
look
No,
so
it would
bad.
look awful. It would look
so
very
bad.
bad.
But and I think the other reason they want to do this is because she's now one of the Marvels. Her Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau.
There's a Marvels team. It's not important.
When
They're
are we
not
gonna
in the
get?
comics,
When are we
yeah.
gonna get Captain Rambo back?
In the Marvels.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that a movie?
It's a show.
Patrick, did
Is
you
it a
No, it's a
movie?
movie.
Did
It's
you
a
not
movie.
see the end credit scene of WandaVision?
No, I skipped that.
Well, okay. Basically, Skrull goes, Miss Rambo, welcome to the new team. We're going to space.
Oh,
Welcome to the
they're going to
CIA.
space.
Yeah.
Welcome to the CIA in space.
The scroll goes, Sam Jackson wants you in space.
She goes,
And she's like, of
Samuel
course,
L.
I
Nick
follow
Fury
him.
needs you. We're going to space.
That point is, and I think they want all of those characters to have energy-based powers, because Captain Marvel does, Monica Rambeau does. It'd be weird if your third character just randomly
Just
stretches for no
stretch.
reason.
Yeah.
I got
Welcome to the Lantern
Biggins.
Corps.
So, I think
I mean, not the Lantern Corps. No, not that.
This is something else.
No, Max, the Nova
should-
Corps
they should-
ripoff of the Green Lanterns.
They should try Green Lantern again.
They will.
They should. He is a
He's such a
character that is a
good
very
it's
good
only
character.
a matter of time,
It's just
guys.
the first one did so bad.
well,
they
we're
are
getting that
afraid
show. We're getting that Green Lantern show.
To. Maybe one day.
It's filming right now, I'm pretty sure.
Sure, it is. Yeah,
They cast Alan Scott.
definitely. All right,
I mean,
anyways.
that's
But the point is,
in the MCU. That's something they've left untouched. Them and the Fantastic
That's-
Four and
the
X-Men.
Green Lantern's a
so-
DC thing, Patrick.
Stop talking into his mic. That makes it echo.
Wait, it's a DC thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marvel should steal it.
They did. They're doing that right now.
But
Hal Jordan.
except for the fact that he's 53 and works for Marvel.
He's 30, so
But so Miss Marvel can still have her big smashy hands. They'll just be big purple smashy hands.
Epic. Anyways,
Yay.
what's next? Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales, a Halloween special, is set to premiere on Disney Plus in October.
Oh my gosh, guys, we have competition.
Oh
Shoot.
no.
Well, actually, this is not our only competition because the Muppets Haunted Mansion special also comes out.
Okay,
I
so
am
you guys,
significantly less
I'm
threatened
less
by that one.
worried.
So obviously, I think
you guys
the-
have 3 options on the weekend that our movie premieres.
Well, we don't know if this is coming out the weekend.
Come on, that's when it's gonna. Okay, so you've
We'll
got
schedule it to compete with this.
yes. So you've got, you got Sleuth Good Files, Midnight Massacre. You've got
Lego Star
Lego
Wars,
Star Wars, and you've got
Muppet Haunted
Muppet
Mansion,
Haunted Mansion.
Wait.
Okay.
Adam's Family 2, and Hotel Transylvania.
So one
for
of those
movies.
clearly stands out from the rest.
Adam's Family 2. Oh, not that
No,
one.
the one with the Karate Steve.
All right.
No, but anyway,
Oh,
obviously, the holiday special, the Christmas Life Day one,
Yeah.
did well enough to warrant this. That's fine.
Cool.
was
More the
good
Lego
enough.
Star Wars stuff is always pretty funny.
Yeah,
I didn't really like the last holiday one. It was kind of just
it was
sort of lame.
okay.
But generally, they're pretty funny.
Yeah,
Lego Lord of the Rings, Amazon Prime.
not Lego.
Not Lego. Regular Lord of the Rings.
Untitled Lord of the Rings Amazon Prime series is set to premiere on September 2nd, 2022.
That
It's going
sounds
to air
like
weekly.
will
It is
have-
the new
And they
highest.
released some photos.
It has the new highest budget of any TV show
Yeah,
ever.
It sounds like
which
it's going to be
is
expensive.
topped like every other week at this point.
It will be called Middle Earth. That's not official, but that's what it will be called.
It's not going to be
So
called
Stop
that.
talking into Patrick's mic.
streaming-
Not, I'm just saying, I don't think it'll be
Do
called that.
streaming services just have unlimited money?
Amazon does.
Well, yeah.
Amazon
So
doesn't pay
Bezos
their
is
employees,
personally
so of
funding
course they
this
got it.
this entire thing.
Jeff Bezos is like, here's $1 billion. Go make a cool show.
Here's like a 600th of my wealth. It's $1 billion.
So
All right.
it's weird. Okay, we don't even have a title or plot for this show, and yet we have a release date. That's neat.
Epic. All right.
It's about Lord of the Rings.
James Gunn says that he would like to do a Ravagers TV show for Disney Plus, but is currently busy with other projects. I think that would be really cool if he did a Ravagers show. I think that'd be really good. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but it would be cool.
Hey, wait,
If
is,
he had time, but he doesn't have
On the topic
is
of
Taika Waititi still directing a Star Wars movie?
Yes.
yeah,
Well, cool.
on the topic of
If they fire him...
Marvel
I
shows
quit.
that should be a thing. When is that X-Files thing with with Jimmy Woo coming out?
Never.
That is the best
is so
idea I've
cool.
ever heard, and I want it.
But, hey, they could
I
do
would
it.
give it.
Honestly, they
give
should-
me.
Love it.
They
Give Marvel, give it.
They should do it. It'd be so cheap.
It would be so cheap.
Why-
It would be so. They need to do it.
He's
What are
so
you talking
funny.
about?
Like, he's such a
busy doing
great
Fresh
actor.
Off the Boat.
Ray Park is not busy. You got...
Bray Park is someone who's not busy.
It would
right
essentially
now,
just
but you
be
could just
Agents
get
of
him.
S.H.I.E.L.D., but if it was a comedy, and also they paid some amount of money to
They
make it.
could call it.
And yeah, James Gunn also said that he wants Peacemaker to get a season 2.
but it hasn't
So.
got a season one.
Yes, it has.
No, I mean,
Comes out in
it hasn't
January.
even come
Is
out.
it about that guy from Suicide Squad?
No, it's about a different character from a current movie that came out a week ago that is also called Suicide Squad, and also the character's name is Peacemaker.
Oh,
He's
Suicide
also
And he's
played by
also
John
played by John Cena. Yes, it's the same guy.
I don't like seeing John Cena in movies
Why not?
because his
Because he
physique
can't
is
see
so
it. He's
weird.
invisible.
That's
Like,
kind of his
okay.
thing.
He got too many muscles.
No, that's
His
what.
muscles are too big.
That's yeah. Honestly though.
Patrick's like,
No, okay.
it's too
John Cena
intimidating.
is really big here, here, here,
And nowhere else.
and nowhere else.
He's got like his face. Like
well,
the,
and his face is very
the Rock is
Blocky.
huge.
Blocky.
But, the Rock is huge, but like all of the Rock is
all
huge.
of the Rock is
Like
huge.
his face is giant.
Yeah.
I
John
think The Rock
Cena's
looks
like-
more. I think The Rock should be in movies, but John Cena should be banned from movies because he
John
looks
Cena
too-
will be in the Hobbs and Shaw next one. He'll be the one, and there'll
No,
be a
he's
new
already
guy.
gonna be in Fast and Furious 10.
He'll be a new guy. Oh wait, yeah, he's already. Never mind, he's already in it.
Dude,
Yeah,
That's
don't
what
worry, Sam. We'll already have an excuse.
I was. He's gonna be in those movies for sure. And then I was like, oh, he is in those movies already. Actually, I
We
saw
will get
it.
a movie
There are people
at
out there
some
who
point
think-
where The Rock and John Cena punch each other in the face.
There are people out there who think that's the best movie franchise of all time.
Fast and
And
Furious.
those people.
Yes.
They're called the country of China.
They're called
all of
people
them.
who have only
like
seen
Star Wars
those
there, too,
movies.
No, they don't. China hates Star Wars.
Why do they hate Star Wars?
They
Because they
just
didn't
don't
get it when
like
it came
it.
out in the 70s, so they don't get it. They're like, why do people like this? This new stuff is bad. Because
Okay, well, to
Star
be
Wars is a
fair-
franchise driven off nostalgia from people from the
Okay,
1980s.
it would be like.
I saw
What would
Star
it-
Wars
what
for the
would it be
first
like?
time in like 2015.
And how old were you?
I don't know.
Like 5?
No, I saw
Wait, 20. You didn't see Star Wars till 2015?
maybe 28.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
no,
there
yeah,
the first
it-
time we saw it. It was
the
in
year
Mr.
Force
Levine's
Awakens
theater.
came out.
That was the year you watched
Yeah.
any Star Wars.
No, because we had a marathon at Mr. Levine's house. City Councilman runner-up Mr. Levine's house.
We can say his name because
He's a public figure, so that's fine.
And we do not.
and-
We love him.
Yes, but yeah.
endorse him
And
for what
Patrick
he
saw
wants to
that
see
was.
constantly.
Wait, did we watch all 6 that day, or was it just
We
the
watched
original
just
3?
the original 3.
Yeah,
So I wasn't scarred
he didn't
yet.
even get the Darth Vader thing spoiled. That was all. It was all in real time.
It always amazes me that people can go like whole like years without that being spoiled.
It surprises me every time I hear someone say I've never seen Star Wars, and I'm like, how though?
Like, how does that happen?
How did you do that?
You have to like
How did you
avoid
avoid it for that
I'm
long?
really surprised when people don't
Because
like
I
Star
always
Wars
thought
series.
I always thought I didn't like it because I saw one episode of Clone Wars, and because
This is not for me.
and because I read a book that focused on the prequels.
And then you were like,
It was a
"Damn."
picture book, but
So
See,
what
okay,
you're telling me, is
Patrick-
Patrick's first Star Wars exposure was Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 4, and the Star Wars prequels visual dictionary.
Patrick is proof that the original trilogy still holds up because he saw those first, and he got very
And
into
he
Star
wasn't like
Wars,
4 when he saw
and he
them.
wasn't like a baby when he saw
they
them.
were great.
Baby.
They were fantastic.
I'm pretty sure episode 5 was the first live action
point
movie we saw. Anyways,
is that China never got them, and so China's just like, why do we care about this?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
yeah. What If producer says Chadwick Boseman will appear in season
And will
in
appear
4
in
episodes of What If.
How?
He probably
He recorded this.
beforehand.
This is his final performance of any kind. This is the last
So
thing
they'll
he
have
did.
like a nice dedication to him,
They'll
probably.
probably. Well, they dedicate.
Whatever story arc he's a part of will have.
Well,
in memory of
obviously, Black
Chadwick
Panther
Boseman at the end.
2 is going to be dedicated to him.
Yeah. So is this.
So I mean, I guess
episodes,
it's probably
assuming.
all of his episodes will too.
Yeah. Or it'll say like in memory of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Park creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker have signed a mega deal with Viacom/CBS. The show is now extended to run through season 30. And
What season are they on?
I
Like
I think
sec-
20. I think 24, 26.
Yeah.
And they are now contractually obligated to produce 14 movies in like the next 4 years. I think it might be 5.
Dang, they're gonna outpace
They're set to
Pokemon
produce
here pretty
14
soon.
movies set in the South Park world for Paramount
Simpsons
Plus.
only has one movie.
Oh, well, in movies.
Talking about
So
Pokemon has like a billion movies.
South Park
Paramount-
streaming service.
Paramount wants 2 to 3 new South Park movies debuting every year.
Yeah, they're gonna outpace Pokemon.
And they could also, and they said they don't just have to be exclusive to Paramount Plus. If they want to, they can also put them in theaters. Because obviously the first South Park movie did go to theaters. And I don't know if South Park is on Paramount Plus. I know it is on
It's
HBO
on HBO Max. And it's also on Hulu.
Because I know
And it's also on.
it's not on Hulu. I don't think.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
I
is.
think
No, it is.
I think
the whole
HBO
show is on
I
Hulu.
think HBO Max paid them like a lot of money to
No,
put it
it's
on.
on.
No, it's on Hulu. I've seen it on Hulu. Like,
Well,
in the
either
last
way, they
year or
paid
so.
them a lot. So they are already paying these guys a bunch of money to put it on HBO Max. And on top of that, they're now getting a deal estimated around $900 million in worth for Paramount Plus stuff for this. These guys
Awesome.
are just milking the crap out of this show.
Well, they have been since the 80s.
And
When did this show come out? The 90s? Was it the 80s or the 90s?
90s.
Seems like a very 90s thing. Anyway, is that it for South Park news?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you see that clip I texted to you? That video I sent you like a few days ago?
No, because I was at work when you sent it to me.
Okay, we're gonna watch it.
No,
But
we're
no,
not
we're going to watch it
it.
during our break. Let's get through these last few things.
Yeah, Miss Marvel is likely to get delayed until next year. We kind of figured that.
Yeah.
Funimation. Oh, yeah. Funimation purchased Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
So Crunchyroll is now officially owned by Sony. This has been rumored for the last year and
Well,
a
it
half or
wasn't
so.
rumored. It was they were in talks to do
Yeah.
it. Now it's official.
But yeah, so Funimation and Crunchyroll are now the same thing. Those were the two like big anime streaming services. So I guess they're going to be
Funimation
the
is
same.
a studio, right? They dub a lot of stuff.
Funimation is not a studio.
Well, they dubbed like they.
They
dub stuff.
localize anime.
Yeah.
They were a localization thing, and
They
they
got-
sort of became kind of a studio.
They
Sort
they
of.
became a big company in the
When
late
Crunchyroll-
'90s, early 2000s.
Crunchyroll and Funimation sort of popped off at the same time.
Around Funimation became a kind of a bigger thing when Toonami was a thing.
Yeah.
and they were the studio that dubbed.
It was
Dragon
them and
Ball
Four
Z.
Kids that were the big,
Yeah.
big localizers.
Kids sucks.
Yeah, they didn't know how to do it. They're the guys that said that rice balls were
The point is
donuts. Anyways,
The point is Crunchyroll, which is a pretty big streaming service. One, it's going to be pulled off of HBO Max. It has its own section on there. That's going to go away.
Oh wait, but I watched one thing on there one time.
HBO Max or the Crunchyroll section?
Wait, now
The Crunchyroll section.
what'd you watch?
Now it's going to be
I
gone.
watched, or is that where they put the Ghibli one?
Probably.
No, I think Ghibli
Yeah.
has its own section.
Actually, yeah, I think it is.
I watched Spirited Away.
That's
Yeah,
on
I
the
watched
Ghibli
that.
section, so you don't even got to worry about it.
Well, it was okay. It wasn't like I didn't like it.
I'm not a
lot.
huge Miyazaki
That's
fan.
what I
The animation is always like top tier. Like
It looked great.
no one can match Miyazaki movies
I
in terms
just
of
thought the story was like
the story's always just kind of lame.
super weird and like not super interesting.
Well, if you're not familiar with anime, it is hard to watch anime.
Well, that was my
movies.
first one. Like,
Yeah, that's not a
thing I've ever
first
seen.
anime to
Maybe
watch.
Miyaz-
Well, I mean,
That's like I've been in the community for 2-3 years, and I want to feel like an elitist.
no. Well,
sort of thing.
I watched Pokemon and Beyblade, and then that was
Yeah, probably not the best way to jump in there, but anyway.
maybe Miyazaki's next final movie will be
a
more
Pokemon movie.
every
Every-
5 to 10 years he makes a new final movie.
Yeah,
ever.
every time Miyazaki makes movies, he's like, "This is my final one," and
Wait,
then 2 months later, he's like, "Never mind, I'm making one
Wait,
more."
Sam, you remember in the theater when they They played that ad for one of them.
Earwig and the Witch or whatever.
No,
That
that's
was a-
by
that was a
Studio
Ghibli
Ghibli,
movie. That wasn't
but
a
that's not
Miyazaki.
directed by Miyazaki.
Oh, I thought it was
a
like
lot of
his-
people get those confused because they're basically the same person.
Because he directs most of their
Yeah,
movies.
he directed almost all of them.
But the point is of this whole thing is Crunchyroll is now owned by everyone's pals at Sony.
They're people who are the best at making things.
So the thing that's most interesting here is one, Sony obviously did this as a strategic move to get content because they don't have any, and they desperately need a streaming service so that they have somewhere to dump all their content that they can't release in theaters. So
I think Crunchyroll might become just a whole regular streaming service.
my guess is that Sony does not own like a Netflix, but they do have Stars, which is
But that's just a channel.
which is a channel, but it's also got its own like app. You know how HBO had
Yeah,
HBO
yeah, yeah.
now.
You know
where
what
can
I
just pay
think
to stream
Sony should
everything?
do? I think Sony should partner with Netflix. And
They did.
Well, they should do it again.
I
and
think
put
what
all
they'll-
their stuff on Netflix.
I think what they'll do is they'll take Stars and they'll combine it with Crunchyroll and they'll call it Stars plus Crunchyroll or something
No,
else.
they
Yeah.
won't call it that. That
And
is
they'll
the
sell it for a
dumbest name
monthly
ever.
fee. It'll be a direct-to-consumer video-on-demand service,
They'll have to undercut other services or nobody will.
and
buy
it'll
it.
be all of their Stars stuff.
Crunchyroll is already like kind of expensive.
and they'll have all the Crunchyroll stuff on
It's
there.
like $10 a month.
I think it's like 10 or 15.
But I
That's
think
like
that
way too much.
this would be around $8. Though.
Yeah,
That would, see, that
Well,
would
it's
be
the
so
only
fair.
place you can get the
And you
stuff
get
though,
all the
besides
Crunchyroll stuff.
pirating.
And I think
yeah.
the current Crunchyroll, like how it is now, where it's just like a website and it's just like a bunch of free anime, but you also have like the premium thing and there's ads.
Yeah.
I think that that's all going to be, at least that's all going to be streamlined because now they have an actual like big company.
Now they have a
behind them.
real company running it and not.
and it will be
whatever they've
converted
been
in some
doing.
form to like a legitimate like Netflix style service.
Yeah.
If they made the what's it called? The interface like better, like Netflix.
Not terrible.
not
Yeah, it'd be
terrible,
great.
That'll
like
happen.
$8 a month.
Because right now the shows are separated by genre,
Yeah.
which is just really
I-
whack. The way they have it set
Like
up is
if
just
it was
really whack.
$8 a month, you got dubbed, you could download it, and it was like in HD and stuff.
It is
That'd
if
be
you pay
great.
for
So
it. already
Max
right now.
Max is our resident anime expert.
And I'm looking at this from Sony's point of view. This is an incredibly smart business decision because Sony has failed at nearly every other entertainment market. They're crappy at putting out television shows. They're crappy at putting out movies. But anime is a giant market.
And
It
anime is
continues to grow
consistently good.
at an exponential rate, and they are the only major studio really to tap into that market like this. And I think that's genius because if they can
Well,
mark
they're a
that,
Japanese company.
if they can mark that field as their own and have that be like their whole territory, because Disney controls like superhero movies and family movies,
Yeah.
like that's their thing.
And Star Wars.
If
That's one
Sony
of
can
the,
carve
falls
out,
in that category.
if Sony can carve out anime as that's
That's
Sony
ours.
thing,
Yeah.
that one that's actual revenue for them, which they haven't had in forever.
How
Yeah.
are they alive?
Sony,
Yeah, what
they
do
have
they
a
do?
big giant tech conglomerate in Japan.
They make a
They're
lot
separate.
of phone. They make a lot of PlayStations. They make a lot of TVs.
But Sony Pictures
Video-
is not the same
No,
as
Sony Pictures-
Sony.
Well, Sony Pictures is about to die.
Sony Pictures has never been profitable.
Yeah.
Good company.
Sony just needs to make Disney Plus for anime, and it would go great.
Just because Sony just doesn't have the brands. Like they have Spider-Man, which is their only big brand.
Okay. See, here's the
They had Bond, but they lost it.
here's the thing with Crunchyroll though. You get to stream the content, but you don't actually own the licenses to
No,
those
they don't.
to those things.
So I think that's
You're not buying the IPs. You're just streaming the shows.
It's like Netflix.
Yeah.
But like,
And they do have a couple of original shows, but no one watches them, and they're all god awful.
Wait, which ones are their original?
I couldn't even tell you because I don't know what their
the
names
point is,
are.
I think that this was smart, and I think where else is the anime gonna go?
Yeah.
That's they're gonna be the biggest.
Max, we
Netflix.
don't do, no illegals here.
Most shows that are really popping off, at least right now, are on Netflix.
But
Chainsaw Man, that's a huge
the
one.
thing
That's
about
coming
it
to
is,
Netflix
though,
When does that show come out?
later. this year.
whatever is currently
Sam,
on Crunchyroll.
you need to make me a list of things to watch because
Of animes to watch.
No, of like non-anime things to watch because I don't want to
Watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, but like
14 seasons, that'll last you a good long time.
well, no, like I want real shows.
It's a good
That
show.
is a real show.
Well, I want something like current.
It's
like,
getting
yeah,
a new
like-
season.
like hip and cool.
I want hip and cool, not
Watch The Simpsons season 30.
I'll make you a list later, Patrick.
Superman and Lois. Anyway,
Watch
think the
anime.
point-
That's how you.
I
That's
do
how
think-
you get a
I
girlfriend.
don't
Punishment.
like. While they might not
It's a
have
good
the licenses to
Do
everything.
you have a girlfriend, Sam?
Nope. But my last one was mostly because of anime.
Yeah, but how'd that go?
Well, it went pretty well until it ended. That's not
Yeah,
important.
that's what everyone says.
Patrick, you can't
That's
speak on the
it.
matter either. So
Yeah, but I got one without anime, but then I
Lost
it
it.
would
Okay.
happen, Patrick.
What
it didn't go well. It didn't,
See how
it
the
didn't
argument
go
doesn't
well
make
for
sense?
you either. So it just doesn't
But I
go
didn't
well in
lose her
general.
because of anime. That's totally separate.
This is
That's-
getting
those
way
are not
too
related.
far.
Anyways,
Anyway,
When you watch
so
the
guys,
anime, God.
The
I
lesson-
don't think.
The lesson here is you can either watch anime or not watch anime, and it doesn't matter.
There are two types of people: the anime viewer and the non-anime viewer.
And both can get a girlfriend. Both will lose their girlfriend.
The point is I don't think Crunchyroll, like I don't think any studios are gonna take their content off Crunchyroll because of this. I think they'll just keep it on. There's no point in taking it off, especially if Crunchyroll does get a better UI interface and gets cheaper. That's just gonna bring in more people.
Yeah.
More stuff will see their content. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick.
Oh, we're taking a
We're
break.
gonna
Yes,
take a quick
please.
break and we're gonna come back to movies. So Patrick can use the restroom.
Such a good show. You're gonna edit a bunch of clips for this.
Go
You're gonna
watch
spend-
the Venom trailer.
No,
Also
almost.
sends
You're gonna
stuff.
All right, let's
all
keep going.
night
We gotta
filming
get this
clips.
done.
This is one of our
Are you ready?
best episodes.
All right, yep, we
All
got
right,
a new
we're back
Venom
from the break.
trailer.
Let's get some movies. We got one trailer this week. Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Got its second trailer. It's
We got a
more of
name?
Venom 2.
Great. Thank you.
Sam, what do you think of Venom 2 trailer?
Sure is called Venom. Let There Be Carnage, isn't it?
Wait, does Sony make this?
Yes.
Who do you think made it?
Sony?
Patrick, it's the second movie in the
In the
Spum.
Venomverse.
No, it's the official name is the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters, which is Spumuk.
Spamuck.
But us real fans just call it Spum because that's funnier and dumber. It's the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel.
Spam.
There's the MCU, DCEU, and the Spum.
Call it Spug.
Man, I love
Sony
Spum.
Pictures Universe
If
of
they called it
Garbage.
Sony Pictures universe at Marvel, then it would be Spam.
Anyway,
Which is not only a canned meat.
a
but
new
also,
live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie
moved
is
on.
in development with writer Colin and Casey
Writers.
Jost.
Jost.
Well, you
You
put
know,
writer on
you
here
know Colin
singular.
Jost?
From Saturday
Do
Night Live,
I-
Colin
He's
Jost.
Scarlett Johansson's husband.
I was about to
is-
say he was Scarlett Johansson's wife. Sorry about that.
I mean,
Let's be real here, guys. All right.
So this is a live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. This is separate from the animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that Seth Rogen is developing.
He's kind of the perfect director for a
He's not
Teenage
directing it;
Mutant
he's just producing it.
Well, he should be directing it.
That
the
means,
only thing
and they're
the
both
only
supposed to
Seth,
be theatrical releases.
the only Seth Rogen movie I ever saw was the Green Hornet movie.
really.
I've not seen that movie.
It's so bad. It is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Universal is reviving the Dark Universe again, developing Renfield with Nicholas Holt.
Wait, you know that character in Green Hornet? who's
No,
like,
I haven't seen Green Hornet, Patrick. No
Well,
one has
there
seen
there
Green
used
Hornet.
to be this old serial.
Yeah, I've seen the serial. I
Okay,
haven't seen
and you
the
remember
show.
that really,
The new one.
really racist Asian character?
His sidekick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that was like very racist. It was very racist.
He didn't even talk
No,
or do
but
much.
that was yeah.
He just sort of walked around.
No. But,
Anyway,
okay, well, it was supposed to be racist.
Renfield
Okay,
with
no,
Nicholas
shut up.
Holt.
Shut up. We're not done yet. So in the show, they have to like de-racistify the character, like to make it work in the movie without being like super racist.
What did he do in the serial that was racist? I literally just don't even
The
remember.
whole
him
thing
being
was he
there.
was just
didn't even talk.
supposed to be like Asian side.
He just sort of fought dudes with a mask on. That was it.
yeah, but okay. Well, you need to watch it again.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't seen it since again in Mr.
Okay.
Levine's
Well, they had to
car.
make it a lot different in the movie.
Anyway, that's none of that is important or relevant to this in any way.
So Renfield, you guys know Renfield.
Yeah, you can cut that out.
The heck is Renfield?
So you guys remember the book Dracula?
Nope.
No.
Remember the movie Dracula?
Nope.
Which one?
The old one.
Which
The
one?
black and white one.
Just-
Which one?
The original one.
There's more than one old black and white Dracula movie.
like the universe, like the classic universe.
Sure, yeah, that one.
You remember Renfield?
No.
He's one of the inmates at the asylum.
Okay.
He's getting his own movie.
Awesome.
Great.
Idris Elba's gonna play Knuckles in Sonic 2.
That's not a joke. That's
Yep,
real.
that's real. That's really happening.
He
And I'm
was
gonna make
really
a TikTok
good in
about it
Suicide
tomorrow.
Squad.
He was really good in Suicide Squad, and he
But now
will be
he's
really good
gonna
as
be Knuckles. Get off of Instagram.
Honestly, I think that this is kind of perfect casting.
Sorta.
Like, it's really bizarre casting, but in a weird way, this is like the
I
best thing
can't
ever.
wait for Knuckles to have an accent.
Yeah. No, like this is what I want Knuckles. Now, okay, I want him to still be stupid. I want him to have the Idris Elba the accent.
Like in the tone and like the whole thing.
Yeah, but I still want him to be like Knuckles level of like dumb brain.
Brain dead intelligence.
Yeah, like no intelligence, but sophisticated British deep accent. I think that'd be awesome.
I think it is interesting they got him to do it because like the guy who's voicing Sonic, Ben Schwartz, is not like a huge celebrity. Not that
Yeah,
like,
not
he's
really.
bad, but like
yeah, he's just not that big.
he's just not as big as Idris Elba. So I think it is kind of funny that they got him to do Knuckles. And
He must be a Sonic fan. That must be
his
why.
kids must be Sonic fans.
How old is he?
He's in his 50s or his 40s. He's got
When did
gray
Sonic?
hair.
When did Sonic come out?
The 90s, 92.
He could be a Sonic fan.
Idris Elba is 48 years old.
Yeah,
He's
he
not a
could-
Sonic.
he could be
is
Sonic.
Idris Elba a Sonic fan?
Yeah, maybe that's.
Or
I
maybe
don't
they
understand
went-
why else he would have done it.
Or maybe they went to Idris Elba. Would you like a lot of money and have to do
No,
work for a
because
week?
see, you're miscalculated. This is the Sonic movie. There is no money here.
Dude, animated movies are
No,
a
but
lot of work.
I think it is interesting they're doing this. After this, I was like, I wonder if they're gonna do a celebrity voice for Tails. And then you were like, well, he talked in the post
Yeah,
credits
it's
scene of
gonna be the
first
same
movie.
guy.
And I was like, oh, I wonder who did it. And it was the video game voice actor from the games who did it in the movie, who did Tails. And I'm wondering if
I don't. They might recast him. Man.
they're gonna recast her
I hope not.
because they're gotta get a celebrity voice. It's gonna be Zac Efron or something.
That'd be so stupid.
But like,
Zac Efron gets in
it's
all
gonna
of
be
the
a
animated movies.
it's gonna be Tom Holland.
Oh my God.
What? No. It doesn't make any
Or
sense.
no, it's gonna be one of the Stranger Things kids.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Or
either.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. It's gonna be Zendaya
No,
as
she'll be
Tails.
Amy. She'll be Amy or
No,
Big the Cat or something.
No. Emily Blunt's gonna be Amy.
Did you guys watch Casey Undercover, the Disney Channel show with
What
Zendaya?
is that, Patrick? Why do you say these things?
Why do you put your mouth on the microphone?
That's what he's supposed to be
So
doing.
it was the Disney Channel show that Zendaya was in. After
I didn't even know she was in a Disney Channel show.
Shake
It
it
Up.
up. Shake it up. Yeah, after that.
I thought that was Demi Lovato.
No.
No,
Shake It
she
Up.
was in Camp Rock.
Oh my
And what else was she in?
No, I thought.
Slurring his words.
He was-
'cause
hang
his
on.
mouth is
He
so
was in
close.
Sunny.
gotta Google
Sunny
this.
with a
While
side,
you're doing that,
something.
I do think they are gonna recast Tails.
I hope they don't.
They will though. They gotta find a celebrity voice. Let's
Look up
Google
all the things.
who gonna play Tails
Oh, it was Bella Thorne.
in Sonic
Yeah,
2.
it was.
Oh man, she's gone way off the rails since then, huh?
Yeah. She sure has.
Yeah, she was. Bella Thorne was the main character.
Zendaya's doing good for herself, and then Bella Thorne's just out there different.
She is certainly different. You know, she has the most valuable OnlyFans account. Like she set the record for most
Cool.
subscribers in the shortest amount of
I'm
time, or
glad
something
you
like
know
that.
that.
No, they got mad about it because she got so many subscribers at once that it crashed their website, and like all the people that work for that website like lost a lot of money from it. Anyways,
According
what
to
they
the
get for doing
co-writer of
Satan's
the
work.
Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Tails
Patrick, you
is
can't
gonna
be saying those things, Patrick.
Sam.
Why not?
According, I don't even know what you said.
Don't worry about it. You were talking over it. I'm hoping no one hears it.
I'll put it in the clip. So according,
Yeah, put the quote in the title of the clip.
it'll be. I won't even put clip in the title. It'll just be that.
Yeah, don't
Patrick
put clip
says a
in the
bad
title.
thing. The show.
Anyway,
just titles the
according
title
to
the
the-
clip something really clickbait.
according to the co-writer of Sonic 2, Tails is gonna be the Nick Fury of the Sonic movie franchise.
Wow, that's not true. Definitely not even remotely a possibility, I would even dare to say.
What if it's Sam Jackson voicing Tails? And he's just constantly
Who is
saying
Tails?
the F word.
He's the orange fox sidekick for Sonic that has two tails.
Sonic.
His name is Miles Prower.
You know him. He looks like this.
That's a furry. What is that?
Oh no.
What came
I
up?
didn't even have to scroll up. It's
I know.
just it's a drawing of his butt.
Oh. Anyways, Tails is Sonic's best
you
friend.
know how I said it was gonna be Tom Holland? One of the things is a petition to get Tom Holland to be Tails.
Don't do that.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be Tom
That
Holland.
doesn't even make
There's
sense.
gotta be like a lot of weird stuff on the internet.
No, they're
about
gonna keep.
Sonic.
No, they're gonna keep the video game voice actor because it's cheaper and they're good at it.
No, but
That's what they will do.
No.
No,
They will do that because it is cheaper.
Then they can't.
But
put
they
their
don't-
name
And they
on the
already spent all their money
poster.
on Idris Elba.
What if James Marsden just also voices Tails in addition to playing the normal guy?
What if Idris Elba also voices Tails?
And
He doesn't even change his voice.
He's doing like a slightly high-pitched version of his normal
It's like,
voice.
oh, it's me, Idris Elba, isn't
It's the difference between you and Santa.
it? Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited. That's
Yeah.
fun. I'm glad Idris Elba's. I'm glad he's doing this.
Alrighty.
Even if like he's only doing this for money, it's just. I just think it's fun that he decided to go be Knuckles in a Sonic sequel. I guess Suicide Squad really did underperform.
Well, actually,
was
it's doing
good.
fine. Thank.
Anyway, moving on.
Did you even watch it, Tucker?
No, he can't. It's rated R.
It's very hard.
I'm too young.
Yes. What if season 1 episode count changed to 9 and season 2 has been changed to 11 due to COVID?
Yeah, so there were gonna be 10 episodes each.
Now they ain't.
The last one was just not far along enough to be released, so it's been delayed
That's
to the next season.
how it be sometimes. Warner Bros. Strikes deal with AMC to return to 45-day theatrical window in 2022.
Thank
okay,
goodness.
sure, whatever.
Filmmakers and actors will be happy.
Good for them.
Until they don't make enough money, and then they'll sue their company for not having them enough
Clifford, the
money.
big red dog, release calendar indefinitely. So it's just not coming out?
Delta variant was like, we gotta pull this. It's been delayed.
Is the movie not done yet?
It is. It's finished.
What?
Well, then why did they do this?
Because it's not gonna make enough money.
It wasn't gonna make money.
So I think this
anyways.
is a Paramount movie, and I think Snake Eyes just completely pooped the bed and
But
bombed
that pooped the bed
hard.
because it's a dumb idea, not because of
And I
its
think- but I think
release
Clifford-
window.
I
Big
think
Red Dog
no,
a better
but I think
idea?
I think
No, they're both equally
I
terrible.
think all their number crunchers went, oh, it's because Delta, not because the movie was terrible and no one cared.
No, okay, this is my impersonation of what happened that day at the Paramount Studios. It's like, hey boss, so the movie, it's doing good, right? No.
It made
no,
less
no,
than
no, no,
old.
no, 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 no. And he goes, well, why? And the intern goes, well, all of our research shows that this was a terrible idea based on a property no one remembers. And he goes,
No, people remember it. They just don't have any interest.
and then
in
he
it.
goes, well, that's what the data says. And he goes, no, it doesn't. And then the intern goes, oh, well, okay, hang on, give me a second. Cop takes the thing, change. Oh no, it's because of COVID. He goes, yep, that's it. It's because of COVID.
Delayed
That's why the
Clifford.
movie didn't do good. And then they delayed Clifford. That's why.
But what about those movies that did do good despite
No.
COVID?
All right. So this one I think is pretty interesting. It's the Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Opened last weekend, August 6th. Was available on HBO Max.
I
and
could
in
tell
theaters.
you all about that one.
It opened to $26.5 million domestically, which was below expectations. People had it around $30 million, maybe above that. There were some people even saying $40 to $50 million.
It was wrong.
Dramatically underperformed. I think there are multiple reasons for this
I think it's because the first one was so bad.
that
and
I
they know
will
it's different.
state here in or the order I think of importance. One, the HBO Max thing.
Yeah.
I think it's available on there. You're automatically getting less people, even if it's mostly people who are scared to go because of COVID. I still think there is a portion of the
Yeah.
audience that would have gone to the theaters, but instead are just going to watch it at home. I think two, it's R-rated movie, so we already lose the kids, which is a big demographic for superhero movies.
Yeah.
You lose the kids. I think three, bad title idea. Shouldn't have called it that. Either should have called Suicide Squad 2
Or Task Force
Or-
X or something.
or Suicide Squad Fight Starro, anything else. Just calling it The Suicide Squad just made people go, what? Is it a sequel? Is it a reboot?
Is it the same movie
the
or just in
same
the theaters
movie?
again?
What was the name
Is
of
it like
Idris
Zack
Elba's
Snyder's
character?
Justice League?
Huh?
What was the name of Idris Elba's?
Bloodsport?
Bloodsport.
Call it Bloodsport the movie. Basically about him.
Sorta.
And then, okay. Then I think...
Bloodsport featuring Harley Quinn.
And then I think the other and then there's the other problems, which I think is one, the first movie was really bad, and I think people went, well, this one's probably also bad, so I won't
Yeah.
go see it. And the other thing I think is that one, it didn't have any huge stars as actors, and it didn't have any huge stars as is characters.
What had
John
it?
Cena,
Idris Elba,
Idris
Margot
Elba,
Robbie.
and Margot Robbie are stars,
and John Cena.
but they're not huge. They're not Will Smith, or
I'd say Margot Robbie's pretty big.
I think Will Smith is bigger than Margot Robbie.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Will Smith sells movies. People go see movies with Margot Robbie in them.
That's the same thing.
And well, but we learned from Birds of Prey, which was a pre-COVID movie, that she was not a big enough draw, even as the character, to get audiences.
That's
to come
because
see it.
Birds of Prey was bad.
I think
your reasoning
And it
behind
was
why
marketed
people
very
didn't
poorly.
see this movie is wrong.
And then I think
because the problem was not the actors in the movie. Okay, the problem.
No, they had big
That's not
names.
their- I
Idris
don't have
Elba's
a problem with the
also a
performance.
really big name right now.
I don't think it's a problem with the performance. I just don't think they're big enough. I don't think they're the Will Smith. And I
that
think
doesn't matter.
the
They
other
were very
thing
big names.
is the
Yeah, that doesn't really
characters
mean
they're
anything.
playing are not big characters.
Harley Quinn's a pretty big
Bloodsport,
character.
no one has ever heard of. Peacemaker, no one's
But
ever
that's
heard of.
not.
King Shark, no one's ever heard of.
King Shark, a lot of people have
The
heard
first Suicide Squad also didn't have any big characters, but they did have the Joker, and the Joker is huge, and a lot of people did go see that movie because it had the Joker in it, not knowing that he's in it for 4 minutes, but he's in that movie, and he's a huge character that draws people in.
I don't think that's why people aren't seeing. I
think
the
that's one of the
problem
reasons.
is that COVID and that people are just watching it on HBO.
And I think-
that's the biggest problem.
Well, we'll get to that in a second, but I do think they should have put, because the character that was supposed to get people into the theater was Harley Quinn.
Mhm.
That's the biggest character there. That's the biggest name character. She was supposed to draw people in. But Birds of Prey proved that she herself is not a big enough draw to
No,
get.
Birds of Prey proved that if you don't market a movie, people don't go see it.
It was marketed, and it didn't get terrible reviews. It was reviewed pretty positively. And she, as a character, is not enough to draw in a large enough audiences to an R-rated superhero movie to make it profitable. So I think those are the problems with it. And
The
I don't know.
problems are
She's
that
been a
it's-
pretty big character ever since the first Suicide
The
Squad.
problems are that there are two problems. The other problems don't matter. The problem is that it was R-rated and that there was a dual release on HBO
No, it was
Max.
the first one sucked, and there was a lot of brand confusion.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
And it
happened
was
as well.
on HBO Max
And that's the other
as
thing.
well.
The
Those are the main problems.
well,
I
the
think.
first Suicide Squad
I
did
think-
open big. So it's not the brand itself is not the problem. I do think it is that.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
I'm saying
it-
brand
The
confusion.
Yeah.
brand got messed up because of the first.
Again, it's that
like
title.
going into
I
the
think the
first
title
one, it
was
was
a
fine.
terrible idea. They should not have called it The Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And I think just having one more bigger character in the movie would have helped, like a bigger villain, like someone people actually like recognize.
I think the movie was better because they didn't do that.
it was better for that, but I think adding one in would have drawn in a bigger audience.
Yeah, but the
Like-
movie was good because they didn't do that.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about why it underperformed.
It
If they had thrown
underperformed
in,
because
if
the
they
name
had
was
thrown in
stupid.
like Deathstroke, or
I think Will Smith would have been.
Will Smith
I mean,
would have
Idris
brought
Elba
in-
was great in that role. He was great. I think Will Smith would have been better.
Will Smith is bigger than Idris Elba, and that's not. In
I think
question.
Will Smith would
I
have
don't
been
think
better.
he would have been better in that role.
No, because there's a lot of lines that Bloodsport says that really clash with his character a lot. Like, do you remember when they first invade the freedom fighter camp, and the dude kills the guy behind him, and he's like, "Well, it's cool to show off if what you're showing off is super dope," and then he goes, "Dang it, he's right." Like, that doesn't seem like something that character would say, and that's really the only time he says something like that. Like, that seems to clash with his character quite a bit. And there's a couple other times where he says stuff that just is like, why? That doesn't seem like something he would normally do. That seems like a line that was written for Will Smith. Because Will Smith, you could totally see saying that.
Was he supposed to play that character?
Yeah, they contacted him for it. He said no. They
he didn't
recast
say no.
him.
He was filming something else.
Yeah. And they recasted him. And they changed the character's
I
name.
think it worked fine.
That's also where the daughter came. Because the daughter is like the same, pretty much the same character as his daughter in the other one.
As Deadshots.
I thought it worked fine.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying
I don't think
it
the movie
could
was
have
bad.
been better.
I think it was a problem with
Well,
how it was marketed and what
guess-
decisions they made in terms of who they were advertising.
I guess you were
the movie
looking at
with.
that character thinking about Will Smith. Like, you were like, oh, this could have been Will Smith. But I
Yeah.
was just watching it because I didn't know that. And I was
Yeah.
just watching it as the movie.
No, it is a good movie, and that didn't affect it really that much at all. But like I'm saying, that was the original intention, and sometimes you can tell that was the original intention.
I
And
just thought it was James Gunn.
And, that's the other thing. All over the marketing for this was a James Gunn film.
From the
I
director
think they are
of Guardians.
They are
of the
dramatically overestimating how many people
Like,
know who
it's
that
not
is.
George Lucas, it's not Steven
You
Spielberg.
can put a
It's James
Steven
Gunn, guys.
Spielberg movie on a poster, and people know who Steven Spielberg is. You can put Martin Scorsese on a poster. People know who that is.
James Gunn's big, but he's not.
James Gunn is big.
He's not like sells
He doesn't
movies
have that
based on
name.
his
big
name.
in the demographic of people who like what he does.
The problem with
he's
James
not
Gunn-
big in the general public.
I put him on the same tier as like Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
We're
he's
like-
got his fans.
Yeah.
but like the
But
general
he's not
pub.
huge.
He doesn't have the same name recognition
Yeah.
as a lot of the other
Yeah.
directors.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean he's bad. It's
no,
just
it's
people
just I
don't
don't think
know
he's
who
got the
did it.
popularity yet. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that hardcore fan base that'll watch everything.
yeah. It's like
he
you
does.
watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Most people couldn't tell you who directed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, are we done with Suicide Squad? What's next?
We didn't even really talk about the movie.
We weren't supposed to.
We talked about pretty much everything we had on here.
But we didn't
Luke-
talk about like the plot or anything.
Oh, okay.
Or review
It's
it.
the.
So
The-
speaking of the Suicide Squad,
Well, we don't. Do we have
so
time?
there
We
were
don't have time for that because we got to film the scene also.
There was behind the scenes photos of like of them working on the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and in one of those pictures, if you zoom into the background, you can see on the wall they have like outlines for what the teams are going to be,
Mm-hmm.
and on one of them they have a picture of Deathstroke in the middle, he was like of like the second team, which is like the main guy.
Yeah, the main team.
He was supposed to be the main guy on that team at one point.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like it wasn't Bloodsport, it was him. It was
Yeah.
Deathstroke.
I like the way they.
Which
did it.
again, I think that would have done better because I think that is a more popular character.
Yeah, the movie would have probably been more successful financially, but
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
would
I
have
think the
been a
movie was
worse
still fine.
movie.
I think it would have been probably the same.
I mean, they're very similar characters,
Yeah.
but I think I like the way they did it.
And Deathstroke's guns aren't made of Legos.
Sure, it didn't. It didn't
Yeah.
Sure, the box office wasn't as good, but I think the movie was good.
There was clip. Do you remember that one Nerf YouTuber? Was it Cooper? or
Oh
whatever?
yeah, I did see that where he's attaching.
Did you see that
American
clip
scopes
on
to it?
TikTok where it's like Deathstroke about to attack Starro, and then it's just him attaching a bunch of Nerf attachments to a Nerf
Did
gun?
he make that TikTok?
No, someone else did. They just used the clip of that guy from YouTube
Yeah,
making a
didn't that
giant
guy,
Nerf
like,
gun.
Not do good. Like he was like,
What are you talking about?
he got like overweight and stuff, and then he was kind of like.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Anyway, Max is
Are
talking
you-
again. That means we move on to the next thing. Luca has received a August 20th release in China.
It's
What?
not out yet.
Okay.
It is the first Hollywood movie to receive a release date there since June. So the reason for this is every year during the month of July, China likes to focus on their own movies and put out all their like definitely not state-sponsored propaganda films, and then force their audience to go see them.
Well, now this podcast is screwed in China, so thank you, Tucker.
No,
We have no viewers in China.
no, okay. China is
I've
a
seen
good
our demographics.
It should have been a big market for our podcast.
So the point is that they weren't playing Hollywood movies for the entire month of July, and I did see a lot of news articles going, "Oh my gosh, Black Widow isn't going to come out in China. Oh my gosh, all this." I'm like, no, this is a thing they do every year, and it was extended for this year because it's the I think 100th anniversary of the founding of the Chinese Communist Party,
Yeah, it is.
and so that's one of the
Wonderful.
reasons is they extended the celebration.
100
So-
years, Rick and Morty.
We've done
Alright.
it.
But it is coming out in China,
Great.
and
Okay.
they'll probably censor some of the fish stuff because they don't want their
We'll
people
save
thinking can
we'll
be a
save
fish.
the
Or
Suicide Squad full review for another time because it's kind of late. We don't
time.
have any tech time. Rumor time. This guy Zolo Mardunia.
You know what's his name from Cobra Kai, the main kid.
Oh
Johnny.
yeah. Oh, he'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he'd be good
rumored
as Blue Beetle.
That he's I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but
I'm thinking it's Zolo, but I could be wrong.
I could look it up, but I don't want to.
Usually X's are Z's in
Yeah.
English.
He's in talk. This is a rumor. He's in talks to play Blue Beetle in the HBO Max film. He'd be good.
He would be good as that.
They should get him on. there.
Sharon Carter rumored to appear in Moon Knight. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think that's true.
Okay, thing about this though is usually the rumors where it's like, oh, why is this character in this? Those are usually true because they're usually playing some sort of role that you wouldn't expect.
Maybe Captain Carter
Well,
will
no,
be in
she's
it.
the power broker.
Maybe she's playing Mephisto.
Sharon Carter.
Oh,
not-
I'm thinking of the wife. Yeah,
power broker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is,
Never
is
mind.
Mephisto in Moon Knight?
Yes.
Yes, Mephisto's in everything always. Disney Plus reportedly developing a Werewolf by Night series, codename Buzzcut, expected to begin filming in February.
Does
So-
that matter?
What on
So
earth
this
is
is on top of some other stuff. So a few weeks, might have been a few months ago, a few weeks ago, Kevin Smith was interviewing about his Masters of the Universe thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he was asked about it when he was working at Marvel for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that he tried to use Werewolf by Night and something, and they were like, actually can't use him because we're doing some live action with that, and he was like, okay. And so we already knew they might have been developing something with
He'll
Werewolf
be
by
the
Night.
last member of the Thunderbolts.
And we also knew that there was a project codenamed Buzzcut because insiders thought it was the codename for, I believe it was like She-Hulk or something.
Mhm.
They just thought it was a codename for something else. But if this makes sense with that codename, because he's a werewolf, he's got big hair, so this is very well possible.
Interesting.
And we know that you just ruined the microphone. And we know, that they're developing like 10 more Marvel shows that we
Yeah,
haven't
they did
heard
say
about
that.
yet. So this is very possible.
Can't wait for the Starro spin-off movie. All right, are we done?
Yep.
All right.
That's still happening.
So
No,
everybody,
that was the thing I just made up for a bit.
thanks for watching all of season 1 of the McDonCast.
We'll see you guys.
No, we have another one.
Are we gonna have another
Well,
one?
the season
no,
finale.
we can't.
This is it. It's
Well,
over.
maybe. Okay, we might have our MCU style last movie that isn't supposed to be part of this phase.
We'll
but
have
is.
our Ant-Man.
We'll have our. It'll be our Ant-Man.
We'll celebrate all our favorite moments.
Oh yeah, we should do it with celebrate.
We'll have to actually watch our podcast.
We have to
and
go.
find
I don't want to
moments
go
we like.
back and cut. We can cut references, like cut bits we
No,
referenced.
we'll just talk about it.
All right, are we done?
Did you
Thank
know
God
the
Jenny
we done?
Rash.
Did you know the intro?
Bye bye. We're done.
Bye, everybody.